My name's Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series Edition LLC with the Gunmetal Imperior product line, Crystal Edge Technology screens, and soon to come, our new company under the FLE Technology. That's where we can see ADTECH pop up over there for that. And a couple other interesting screens we're working on. Gaming screens gonna be on the other side. But anyway, yeah, I acquired our graphic designer for designing our artwork for our company. Person, excuse me about that, is an amazing artist. It's gonna be fantastic having her on board. She's a good friend of mine, and you know, it's gonna be fantastic to have somebody to help me out with this project when things we're working on. Yeah, God is good. Another blessed day, or not blessed night, with our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And if you saw my pictures already, it's snowing here in Allentown. I was out quite a bit. I do like the snow. Some people can't stand it, but I grew up in a little bit of Newark, Delaware, and we've always had just huge accumulations of snow all the time when I was a kid. And I got a chance to walk around, got my hot cup of cocoa, went downtown. Well, actually, it was downtown when I got my cocoa, popped over to Dunkin' Donuts, got some cocoa. Whew. Sorry about that. Picked up some donuts, went over to see family, see what they was doing. It was all out in the snow. We snow people. We like to be out in the snow. I just can't imagine first snowfall being in the house, just doing nothing. I was outside. We had people over here. They were outside doing snow forts. It was fantastic. So it took me a while to get back in. Other than that, I had a ball. Got a chance to shoot the beautiful scenery of Allentown. And got a chance to walk out in the park. I was way over on the other side over in the park. There were a bunch of people over there having a snowball fight. It was pretty fun all the way around. So, yeah, later on, bundled up, went downtown, and went to Dunkin' Donuts, which was packed, by the way, and got some hot cocoa and some donuts and sat out there and just enjoyed everything. Man, I tell you, it's beautiful when you just don't see dozens and dozens of big buildings. You just see nothing but beautiful countryside. I still never get used to that in Allentown. Okay, so we're working on some things off camera. As I explained before, that I am basically going to be doing some things. I'm going to be doing some of our business offline and online. Online, we're going to be having on our website, of course, as always. And offline, I want to venture out there because, again, there's so many different places that I could go to and do videos. As a matter of fact, explaining to one of my family members about what I'm planning this summer, about going to these different places and renting them out to show off the screen in different environments. I'm sorry, I'm on here because I was listening to music. It's my favorite kind of music. Yeah, Love Girl, I love her music. But anyway, explaining to them exactly, what I got planned for this summer to be able to go around and where are we at on this? Did I even upload my page? Am I editing anything here? Are we editing? Where are we at on this? Let's see what we pop up on here. So I'm going to be going around in different areas, different locations, all through Allentown. Man, we found out we could just rent just about everything down here, so it's fantastic. One of the things I'm checking out, there's a couple of huge banquet halls that they have weddings at. One place that I literally thought it was a bank, but it's not a bank. It used to be a bank, and it was converted to a luxury hall. It is gorgeous. It's like looking at the Titanic when you walk in that bad boy. So I'm gonna get a chance to check that out. Probably Tuesday. Call them up and see exactly what they have over there for us to do some demonstrations with our new technology. On top of it, like I said, with our technology having the ability to be able to be used in so many different areas, this is definitely going to be something we can utilize throughout Allentown for our company. Now, the FLE. I can't tell you exactly what the abbreviation, what that means until we get all our paperwork back and finalized. But as you can see, screen technology, when we first developed it, was called the Mist. It was designed to be a spray-on application for glass and rear projection screens. But as I started researching it more and more, I realized it did so much more than just an application. It has several different ways we can utilize this particular formula. So the FLE is our new game. This is our new game for 2024. A new game has the ability to absorb 100,000 lux of light. Now, different versions of FLE basically have these abbreviations next to them. Abbreviation, if you see something that says MR, that's a medium rating, which means this is a front projection only. This definitely does absorb some light, but not at the level that an MH would be a high, HR would be a high rating. Those are the ones that you can stick in windows that can basically draw in light and have no issues. Those are the TV projection screens we're designing. Gamer screens have front and rear capabilities. There's several screens that have that capability to do so, that it can absorb that light. Other ones would just be front projection, and if you've seen our technology with the advanced ambient light, you've seen what those screens can pull in. They're quite fascinating. They can do things that other ambient light projection screens do not have the capable of doing. Again, we don't see too many companies or no companies showing demonstrations in fully lit environments where football games are displaying off ceilings in the same room that 150-inch screens being displayed on a projector at $60. Only ones who have those demonstrations. So with that being said, consider the fact that that is our ambient light projection. Imagine what the FLE will do that has a capability much higher than that. All right, so let me go build me a little section on here. On top of that, the TV technology, we're trying to keep majority of the things we're going to be designing. We don't want things, we only have certain screens that are going to be like really top high-end official screens. This is Spartan, is actually one of them. It's a legendary limited edition screen. We only make 20 of these screens per month. These screens actually are going to be out. They're going to be insanely gorgeous. And they do come with a helmet. They come literally with a Spartan helmet. I thought that'd be a really good idea. And this is not a cheap, dinky helmet at the end of the day. This thing comes with a stand and certificate. And you can actually put this thing on and walk around the house. Much like the Halo helmet that I purchased, even though the game was freaking awesome. I literally thought I could wear this helmet. I had so many dreams about wearing that helmet. But anyway, yeah. So I have people already lined up for the Spartans when they launch. There's no, when we do a screen, it's going to have a legendary or limited availability on it. You can't pre-order these things. You can't go on a waiting list. It's a first come, first served basis when it comes to this particular screen. So that's what we're going to have with those right there. Now, as I told you before, I got a graphic designer, good friend of mine. She's a beast. I've seen some of the stuff that she designed. It is freaking sick. She does that Japanese anime kind of artwork. It is freaking crazy. So we want something really interesting for the gamer screens. The gamer screens have to be on their own level. They literally have to be in their own universe. If you look at the pages that are being made for them, they're in their own, they got their whole freaking world, different from everybody else's. These screens are gonna have individual bobbleheads. She's gonna be developing all the artwork for the graphic designs for each screen. It's gonna have its own form of story mode that matches to it. We're gonna have bobbleheads, we're gonna have glasses, we're gonna have water bottles. There's gonna be all kinds of cool free merch that's gonna come with these screens. They come from the door with these new LED lights. These are way beyond those LED lights ones you stick. Usually ones you see, these are the high performance, like little tubes that you can wrap around your desk and whatever. And they have this really sick, soft glow to them. I actually ordered a pair because I want to test them out and see what they're like. One of the interesting merch that we're looking at is official hockey jerseys, baseball jerseys, basketball jerseys with these cool, colorful, crazy designs on them that match the screen. Because, I mean, if I'm going to be a gamer at the end of the day and I'm gaming on a Leviathan, I sure enough would love to have a jersey hat to match my screen and my PC setup. Wouldn't that be sick at the end of the day? That'd be sick. So I want something like that. So I think we're going to run them. If I, oh man, I forgot I got to rip it out of the case and all that. I might do all PCs, but all micro ATX boxes for each one of them. I have them on for display. But yeah, and these screens are not black. They're black, but it's an interesting color. We really can't even give you that information on exactly, but they are going to be like have a strange, weird color to them that will match the personality of the product itself. Are they limited editions? No. And this all started with the Sugar Plum Fairy, believe it or not. The Sugar Plum Fairy was only developed because I sat there and said, we can literally design a screen to beat everybody else's screen, and we can give it any name we want, and it'll still do what it's designed to do. And therefore came the Sugar Plum Fairy. It was only designed so we could basically jump into a forum site and say, hey, we got this screen called a Sugar Plum Fairy. It'll draw tons of attention because people take it as a joke until you see what that screen was designed to do. And then after that, I built a showroom for it and said, you know, we're going to make this a girl gamer paint because it's fantastic for girls. At the end of the day, they can have something to themselves. And then someone came in and said, well, what about us guys at the end of the day? I mean, Sugar Plum Fairies are good and all, but I'd like to have our own screens too. And that's when we developed the Leviathan. And then the Leviathan, I thought to myself, I'd just make a set. So that's where the rest of them popped in at. Got the Thunder Shamrock. We have somebody already trying to lay claim to the Scarlet Samurai. If you care to take that to court, I'm more than welcome to go on that one. Keep in mind, the Scarlet Samurai was a part of our exotic collection. We actually have a red screen that we displayed multiple times on our YouTube channel showing off this exact technology, and it was actually built to a website under exotic collections. So if you want to, you know, entertain that one, get a lawyer, and I'll meet you at court. Not a problem. I'm not going to go back and forth. We ain't got time for that nonsense. See you in court. That's how we're doing things in 2024. None of that play back and forth. I don't have time for it. If there's an issue, get your lawyer. I got mine. I'll see you in court. That's how we do it. Other than that, if you ain't got nothing else to say, then, again, go about your business. I ain't got time for it. Really don't. There's too much to do. I got business cards. I'm working on these business cards right now. I got 2 sets of business cards I got to design. One of them is actually metal. It has a chip in it that will allow me to tap people's cell phones and they can pull videos and whatever they want right to their phone. I saw somebody one of those. I got to have one of those. And then we got these crystal clear business cards that are coming out for the ADTECH technology. We were able to obtain a building that is right in the heart of downtown, and it has a huge, massive window. We only need a slice of that window. That's basically about it. And we're in the process of getting that. And with ADTECH being that in that window, that's it. That's going to literally spark that technology with no problem whatsoever. Like I told you before, every single store in that section is going to want to have that technology, and it's going to spread like wildfire. I mean, right now, from what I've seen, I've done my research. I've been all through Allentown. I've been in and out of stores and been watching how they display this and how they go into sports bars and all kinds of stuff. Just checking everything out, just observing everything as I walk through. And I can see exactly I can easily sell the technology in these sections. But the ADTECH is going to pave the way for us. Because again, once we do that, we're going to what else we have at the end of the day. And those black projection screens inside of a sports bar, you can have a 150-inch screen in a fully lit environment of that technology. And you can do that far cheaper than what you do with a TV. Yeah. Outside, if you have a little outside eating area, you can display ADTECH or any of the FLE Technology. Oh, that's the graphic designer. Speak of the angel. I hate when people say speak of the devil. It's speak of the angel. She's contacting us right now. Yeah, she's going to hook us up, man. I can't wait. So, yeah, we can have those screens pretty much displayed anywhere. Now, also, too, we're going to be working on some abstract art screens. It's kind of an interesting screen. Can't tell you what kind of screen it is, but it's going to be pretty cool. It's kind of like a decorative piece of projection art that you can have in your lobby of your office building, or you can have it in a hotel, whatever, but it's going to be quite attractive to the eye. It's going to involve our technology. I figured why not start building our own form of abstract screens. So we're going to be working on that next. I have already acquired we're at 15 units now, 15 units, and a couple of them we're looking at right now are rooftop. We got a few rooftop settings. They got a lot of them down here. Oh my goodness, they got so many rooftops, restaurants down here. It's not even funny because again, people get to see that beautiful scenery of all those trees. This is a bunch of buildings. There's beautiful scenery of trees. Why not? So we're going to be inquiring that too, also too. You'll get a chance to see this technology on top of a roof, looking like a plasma TV on a projector that's pretty much going to cost nothing. And yes, you'll be picking up 100% infinity black while we're up there with no problem. So again, yeah, they're going to get a kick out of this stuff. Now, we're just getting started. There's a casino a little farther up, a little way up in Bethlehem. We plan to be over in there. We're going to be displaying the koi fish for the floor, which is a big hit. People walk in and look at that, they get a kick out of the koi fish and the ceiling. So I think we're going to be doing probably roughly around, I say December, not December, with December past, next December, or if the Lord willing, it's up to the Lord, if he wills it, could be sooner than that, we're getting a showroom put in. Because what better way, if we got screens popping up all over, we need a place that people can come to and check this stuff out. They walk into a room, they see a whole entire ceiling light up. We can actually literally change out and build entire environments within this building. We can have one room walk in, ceilings displayed, floors are displayed. We can do all the wraparound walls, everything. I got a friend of mine comes in. He actually works with edge bleeding, all that mapping and all that stuff. That's what he does. We're going to bring him in to help us out with some of these projects on mending these screens together so we can get them to wrap around a room. So when people walk in, they can actually change the entire environment and do this on a level that is affordable at the end of the day. Because again, we won't require the expensive screens to do so. Let me get something here, right here for this. And we're also starting a camping setup, which is going to come with Pico projector. It's going to come with a 40, 50, and 60-inch portable screen, Bluetooth speakers, all that good stuff. So when you're out there camping, you can have this excellent looking image. You're going to be the envy of everyone. You're going to see that projection system set up. I'm going to be doing that. I want to do something working with tiny homes, a projection package with that. We have the acoustic front and rear portable screens. I'm going to be using one of those, by the way. A screen I can literally ball up and throw into a duffel bag and just stretch it out, and there's no wrinkles or nothing in it. It's going to be fantastic to use. Wallpaper, we're going to be using quite a bit of that. And what else are we going to be working on too? Camera screens. We can't talk about Cinema Flow. Cinema Flow involves inflatable technology. So inflatable screens are definitely in their own world. You can't put acrylic on, you can't put certain paints on them. Those screens will crack, peel, everything else under the sun. Because mine, this is a screen that's going to be stationary. You're going to take it down, put it back up. Take it down, put it back up. So there's a lot of wear and tear that thing's going to go through. We figured out a way how to coat the surface. So I'm thinking about maybe we may come out with our own line of inflatable screens. They're not hard to build. They're not hard to put together. It really isn't at all, period. Get a person who can work a sewing machine like a madman. They basically can buy the material and everything you need, and they can actually build one for us. Now, personally, the one that I want built is basically I want a cordless, because I can't stand having the cable running from A to B or wherever you got to run it at to constantly keep this thing running with air, and it's noisy on top of it. That drives me nuts. So what I want is I want something that works like an air mattress. Fill it up, cap it, you're done. That's it. You can float. Now they have these. They do have them. They have them where you can float them on pools, but they are so crazy expensive. Just to have an oversized air mattress that can sit on your pool. Literally, they're very expensive. From what I've seen so far on how they tether them to they fit in the earth so they'll blow off somewhere. I got a whole different idea on how to do this. Much more affordable, not involving those spikes at the end of the day or anything else you would need to keep it down. Can't tell you about what we're working on. But when we get done with it, I guarantee you'll love it. It's going to be extremely affordable. It's going to do things that other screens don't do, and it's going to be coated with our technology at the end of the day. That's going to make that screen look absolutely incredible. I'm trying to really dominate the outside screens, which won't be hard to do because, again, white screens are horrible. They're absolutely horrible outside. I have no idea why there are no gunmetal outdoor screens. I guess that reflective surface would be a freaking nightmare out there. And with the light outside, yeah, priming would be a nightmare, which I never did that before. I've never actually taken a certified screen outside to see what would happen. Now I'm curious about that. Whew. I'm good thinking about that right now. I'm curious how much snow we got in the backyard. I really am right now. I think tomorrow, if it's not snowing, it's going to be snowing for a couple of days. I'm going to do a demonstration outside in the snow with the FLE technology. Hey, might as well. It's snowing right now. Take advantage of why it's there, you know. But I'm thinking about doing that. What projectors do we have in here that are run? Oh, yeah. I got the Sony VPO. Same projector we used in the last demonstration. That's ironic. We take that. Oh, we definitely got to do it out of cardboard. That would be fun. That'd be interesting and fun. Cardboard screen in the snow outside. Sorry, looking around. I'm trying to figure out something here. I do have a fabric screen. I do have one. I coated one of them. Huh. Only problem is just with the wind outside, it would probably blow over with no problem. I'm gonna go with the cardboard screen. I'm gonna do a cardboard screen outside the snow. It's not gonna be gigantic, but at least it's something, you know, at the end of the day. I got a cardboard screen I'm taking outside. That's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'll set everything up. At least I ain't gotta run the distance, so that's good. All right. So I'm just thinking about some stuff I want to do tomorrow. If it's not snow, I'll build me some snowmen too next to it. Some cool snowman statues next to it. That'd be fun. And we'll show off the white levels and all that cool stuff out there. Some contrast. Have some fun out there in the snow. All right, let me see what we're going to do here with this section. I do want to put some videos on here for the FLE technology. It's the product we're building that basically absorbs sunlight. Oh man, I'm telling you, this is going to be such a fun year. Such a fun year. Like I've been contacting so many companies about this. You know, Allentown being such a well-knit area, it's not going to be hard for them to get to know our technology once we're walking in and out of buildings. We do about 10 buildings down here. They're going to know who we are. They're going to know exactly who we are. It's going to be easy to book places, extremely easy. Plus, we'll advertise a little bit about their business, stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'll definitely promote y'all business in a hot second. You know what I mean? Scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Definitely going to do that. So, you know, that'd be fantastic. That'd definitely be fantastic. And then we're going to be doing with the portable systems. We're going to be like all over Allentown. That's why I'm hooking up the whole, putting the entire theater system in a duffel bag with taco in my in its bubble bag. We're just going to walk around town, set up in little areas, and watch movies. Just sit down, enjoy, watch movies, watch different shows and demonstrations, and pass out our brochures and business cards. So I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be absolutely fun. I can't wait. God has been giving me so much information on the business side of it all, on getting how it's getting done, and the fact that we're going to be able to bring people in on board. I told you I want to get a nice little. I don't want a big building, just a small building. At the end of the day, bring my workers in. People come to me coating and spraying our screens. Oh, by the way, those screens won't be using those Wagner 250s and none of that. I got some professional guys coming in. These guys paint cars. They do customization for painting cars. They're the ones going to be blasting those screens. So, yeah, that's going to be, we're going to have a different section for that setup. But can't wait. Got a lot of things we're going to be doing. A lot of things. Let me see. As I told you before, after we get all this other nonsense, I told you, the other nonsense in court, and get these fellows taken care of as they should, and get them where they need to be put at, so they're there, I'm going to California. I'm actually going to California. I'm going to set up a shop in California. I like it. It's a sunny state. It's fantastic for advertising the new EcoFlow. That's funny. Cinema Flow technology. We're going to base it in California and Florida. We're going to have it up here too, but we're going to do a lot of advertising. What better way to advertise an insane, inflatable, custom-built screen than in those particular states, in the sunny states of California and over in Florida. And we'll branch out a little bit more in there, but that's why I want the advertisements over there. I got people in those sections already. Yeah, people get upset over it and say, oh, that's my state. You can't. Really? You don't own the entire state of California. It is free enterprise. So we shall be there. Let me see. Bum, 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 bum. No. We don't need this. What are we doing? We're gonna get rid of this sandy background. We're gonna do something here. Let me do something with the background. I'm gonna do some background. I saw some video in there. I still some video in there. Let me see. All right. Updates for Sunday. No more. No more updates for Sunday. No more at all. Period. I am not supposed to be doing updates on Sunday. I'm not supposed to be doing anything on Sunday. No kind of work, nothing whatsoever. That's a worship day. Not supposed to be doing that. I do apologize to my Lord and Savior for stepping over those boundaries and doing updates on those days. None. Matter of fact, what time we got now? So better get this done, because once that time reaches 12, we don't do anything on Sunday at all. Period. But serve the Lord. Sit out in the park and thank Him for all the good things. I'm going out in the snow tomorrow, by the way. I plan to be out there. I'm going to build my giant snowman. I'm going to go right in the park and build my giant snowman. Let me see. There are people out there right now building snowmen. I just saw a family of snowmen and over on somebody's porch. That was freaking cool. Everybody's building a snowman. We got one out here in the front, and people went out and they built their snowman. I got one out and near the curve with a sign that says the end is near. It's funny. All right, let's get something pretty interesting with some light in here. What do we got here for light? Actually, as a matter of fact, I think it'd be more impressive if it had a black background and then the letters came up with a kind of a sunshine pushing through. That would be interesting. What is this right here? Glitchy flowers. No, we don't do that. Let's do something interesting with this. Put a couple video players in there, and then we can discuss more about the FLE technology. All right, so there are some requirements in order to eat sunlight, direct sunlight. Now, if you have the screen inside and it's near a window, that's not going to affect the screen in any way whatsoever. But if you're going to be using this for a storefront for ADTECH, and you're going to have this in your window and sunlight's going to punch and hit this bad boy, you need a minimum to do it at least, actually, what do we have? We had the black projectors. We had the 36s out there. So the FL36s are 52s. So 52s will hit that screen. It will give the ability to be able to absorb sunlight. Now, for some people sitting there saying, well, that's a high lumen projector. It's going to absorb anyway. Figure it out. Try it. See what happens. Not going to happen. Your screen's going to wash out completely without that technology. We've done the tests already. That's how we know all this stuff. We get answered all these questions all the time. Without that technology, your screen can't absorb. It won't eat the light. So we found out in doing some demonstrations, direct sunlight. We tried the 4000s, tried 3000s. They won't punch. It has to be 52 is the magic number that when it hits the ADTECH on direct sunlight, it can generate. Once it reaches peak hours of somewhere between 9 o'clock in the morning, you reach those hours between when the sun comes up, 9, 12, and then 3, then 4, then 5. After that, you can use projectors lower than the 5200 lumen. 5200 lumen projectors expensive? No, they're not. We bought one off of eBay for like $300. That's it. That's all it cost me for the projector. $300 for 5200 lumens. Heck, you can get them cheaper than that. You can get them for $400. You can get them for cheaper than that. You can get them for $300. You can get them for $200. I saw one for $200. A Panasonic for $200. It was 6,000 lumens for $200. So you can get it for cheap. You don't have to go buy them brand new. Customer who we just did business with, he bought one Chrissy, turned around and bought 2 more. Chrissy projectors are beasts. I freaking love them, and things are very expensive. But he got them for cheap. We got them for like under $300 for I think each one. Got them for a really good price. But yeah, that's what you're gonna need from the door if you're gonna be using it for direct sunlight. That's gonna be working with our customers. I'm not with our customers, but with people are going to be doing business for ADTECH. Keep in mind that people who have projectors for ADTECH are not using, they're not using 52s. they're using like really high-end, insane projectors. They're using like probably about, it's mine as a company at the end of the day. 50, 60, $70,000 projectors, $100,000 projectors. Yeah, they're spending that kind of money, which they technically don't need, but they're spending it anyway because they have it. Dunkin' Donuts. You think Dunkin' Donuts is going to go to eBay and spend the money for a freaking $300 projector? No, they're going to go out and spend money for this freaking crazy, wild, Christie projector. They're like, why in the world did you even buy this? How much did you pay? Oh my God. Like that kind of projector. Like that's a house sitting right there in the window. It's literally a house. But then again, like I said, they got exposable income, so they're going to pay that money. So again, it's going to look crazy. As for inside with that unit, and I say commercial lighting, 1,000 lumens it'll generate. So in an environment that an everyday gray screen or gunmetal screen won't even survive and even think of surviving it, meters won't even read, they can pick up at 1,000 in there. So ultra short those would kill it. But yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. I got some new stuff I want to do, but I can't really add the new stuff until I finish the stuff I'm working on right now, because I got several other screens I want to develop, but I can't develop them now because we got this other stuff. I'm gonna be piling too much on my plate. I have to wait. There's some more stuff I want to add into it. All right, let me see. Oh, this would be a nice kick, wouldn't it? Some stars in the background with sunlight pushing through the FLE. Woo, that'd be hot. That's hot right there. I like that. We're going to take this right here. I'm going to take our golden stars. This would be hot right here. There we go. I'll take this right here. And then we'll go in. We got enough for the video players because we got a bunch of videos on this technology. And let's grab Now, all our products will have batch numbers attached to them. I'm working on these QR codes. It's kind of a scan system. So that way you can actually scan this on your phone and basically you can see your video pop up. Makes things a lot more easier. I'm high-tech in all our stuff. As for the paint we have under that's coming up, we had to push it back. The surface won't be here in time to do it. The lights won't be here in time. I had to buy these special floodlights so we can get enough light in here, because the light we have in here is, I don't like it. The environments that screen is going to be sitting in already is going to be all commercial lighting. So we need to have environments. First thing I asked when I'm maybe renting out a spot, it can cost me anywhere from $50 to $75 an hour. One place is going to cost me $487 just for a day. But the reason why we chose that place, it has a cascading waterfall. That's why it's perfect. And the first things I asked for, how bright is the environment? How much light do we have in the environment? Do we have large windows in the environment? Because I want that place to be as bright can be. It's very important that we have those screens in those environments. Not, it's a waste of my time, it's a waste of my money to be even in there. We got a couple photo galleries we're going to be working with also too, which I can't wait. I'm going to take this right here. And then we're going to take, let's get some text in here, some real cool text. Light this text up a little bit, right here. Bam, 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 bam. No, I forgot, we can't do that. We can't use that text. We need the ones to do the colors on them. There we go. This will work right here. We have the bigger one in here? Ooh, we do have the bigger one in here. Let's do this one right here. Let's go huge. Boom. All right, let's go change this out real quick. Let me see. Put down here FLE. Now, someone sat there, and again, I can't explain this enough to them. I'm not going to mention the name at all because I don't care to have you guys in my videos at all, period. Because it's just a waste of my time. I don't have time for it. He sat there and said, I don't know how to use the gain system on the Projector Central. I know more about Projector Central than you do because I've had dozens of projectors. I've literally had to run through Projector Central, including using Projector Central Screen Calculator or Distance Calculator to build and construct customized 235.1 screens. Actually, one of the screens I built was vintage 4.3. I gotta look those up. The 4.3s I built, the vintage ones for black and white movies. But anyway, and said, oh, he doesn't know anything about gain. This is why I explain to people, please crack books before you start speaking, because you'll embarrass yourself on this. I'm not trying to be rude here, but it is what it is. We don't fall under the category under the 0.9 and 0.8 and all that at the end of the day, because our technology and screens, the environment that those particular screens don't sit in. I've done enough certified screens that have tremendously high gains attached to them. And if I look at their video demonstrations, say, okay, they're sitting in our environment. No, they're sitting in ambient light controlled environments. We don't sit in ambient light controlled environments. Therefore, that particular gain that they're using in that environment, we don't use. When you paint 180 inch to a ceiling, and you can actually watch the universe pop off right there as you read a book, then that is a gain that's way beyond a 0.9. When you have 2600 lumens on eco mode strapped to the side of a deck at 11 feet high, and it's transferring an image outside, mind you, no walls, no ceilings, nothing protecting the lumens, and it's making contact and hitting the screen it's displaying, that is not anywhere in the range of 0.9. And when you have demonstrations that can kill sunlight and absorb images, and we've done this on 2 different occasions, this is not registered anywhere in the field of the 0.9 gain. As a matter of fact, that screen officially picks up 100,000 lux. It takes a direct hit of sunlight. So find me a gain right now that basically can register at 100,000 lux. Inside at 32,000 lux, we can pick up with no problem. So show me one. There isn't any. So that's the reason why we have our own name for our own gain at the end of the day. If you come up with a way to figure out a way to do something different that nobody else is doing, and you could back it up 100%, you can call it whatever the heck you want to call it. Is your design, your development, whatever it is, your invention, whatever you want to call it whatever you want. You can call it the choo-choo train, expert express, whatever you want, as long as you can back up what it is. Just like William Penn went out there and took a key and put around went out there and got electrocuted and all that other good stuff. So, you know, we can have power and all this other good stuff. But there were other inventors also too, was dabbling with electricity and the light bulb and all that stuff. But anyway, those inventors at that time, those pioneers at that time, had a right to call it what they want to call it because they discovered it and they figured it out. So as long as they can go among their scholars and they could back it up, and mind you, back then, boy, you had to back it up more than ever because it was unheard of. You know, someone figured out how to get something to fly. You know what I mean? You had to back that up because they would look at you like you have lost your mind at the end of the day. What you mean to tell me that you figured out a way how to get a craft to take off and fly in the air like a bird? That's what you're telling me. Now today it's nothing because we got that stuff all day long. But imagine back then how much you had to prove at the end of the day your stuff actually did work. And you probably had people, and mind you, just bringing up the idea and the thought of it all, which a lot of them did, they brought up the thought and the idea of the possibility of this becoming a real thing, were laughed at. They were joked, oh, you've lost your freaking mind, Franklin. What do you mean a machine that can fly in the air? Like a bird? Like a bird. That's what you're saying. You're insinuating that you have made a machine that flies like a bird. So now man has the ability to fly like a bird. I think you've gone mad. Because no one's ever seen it done. Of course you're going to think they're bonkers. And some people would pretty much entertain the thought by thinking, wow, the possibilities if this guy actually pulls this off would be actually breathtaking. If he could do this. I wonder. Those are the ones that are curious. But then you had a lot of people came up that did talk a lot of nonsense, and they pretty much couldn't back up their theories, and they were considered to be laughed at in the community of inventors. Oh, pish posh. Johnson over there made some claim that he could basically design a machine that walks on water. What a huge disappointment, an absolute failure. Yeah, you would consider it to be a joke of the community until you could figure a way to redeem yourself to come back and say, aha, I did it! In your face, Jenkins! Yeah, they had all that going on back then. You ever watch History on Inventors? It is freaking interesting as I don't know what. They had their little battles back then. And then, yes, you had your haters. Haters have been around since the beginning of time. They have been here. They had that individual who pretty much put doubt to everything. He would go around the group talking about, yeah, Johnson has lost his mind. There is no way in the world he can make a machine fly. It's virtually impossible. But they would be the ones eating that bitter piece of pie at the end of the day when Johnson did pull it off and the screen with the Wright brothers took flight. And they'd be like, I deeply hate that man. Yeah, pretty much. But I thought it was interesting on how basically you had to prove that theory, or they would consider you to be an absolute nutcase. Now, once you did achieve that one accomplishment, then you were considered to be a scholar for life after that. Everything and anything you do, if it had weight to it, then if it had a little bit of weight to it, still held some ground due to the fact that you were able to do it to begin with. That's what I'm always interested when I watch inventors on exactly what they went through. You ever look at the stuff that you have laying around your house that somebody invented it before you were ever thought of, on how it makes your life so easy? Do you ever think about the inventor and what they went through to make it and develop it? And they went through their stress and headaches and everything else at the end of the day. A lot of these inventors were Christians. Yep. Went through a whole lot of stuff so you can enjoy the things you have now that a lot of people sit there and take for granted, like the car. Windshield wipers. You ever watched the documentary on the windshield wipers? That was interesting. They were trying to take it from the guy. Literally take it from him. Yep. Make sure your stuff is locked up before you bring it out the door. But yeah. I just thought it was interesting people had crazy inventions that ended up to be billionaires because of it, like toilet paper. And think of the guy who came up and said, I got an invention for an idea that is used to wipe your behind with. And people thought to themselves, like, who in their right mind? Oh, come on, be nice. We're clearly in the rules of that one. What are you doing? You're doing too much. You're doing way too much. Way too much. Bring that back. You're shifting my page around for some craziness. Cut it out. Behave. That's the page doing this. The whatchamacallit does this. This is a really hard text to work with. It has a mind of its own. I gotta shrink you now. You're doing too much. Did you shift my page around? Did you bounce my stuff around? Doing something, changing to a bigger size? Okay, good. You didn't touch anything. At least I can hit the back button and pretty much start it up again. But anyway, yeah, I find that interesting. FLE Technology. Come on, you're still fighting me on this. Why are you fighting me on this? You definitely should not be fighting me on this. Shrink. Because for some reason it just goes huge, massive size for some reason. Technology. Let's see. What did you just go to? I know you just didn't go supernova and magnify to the roof on that one. Oh, yes, you did. It seriously just went supernova on me. All right, we got to go back. Bring it back. Where did it go? There you are. Where did you go? You literally, where the heck is my background? My background is not even there anymore. It pushed it somewhere completely, someplace else. It's not even there. This is why I hate working with this particular text. All right. I'm taking this out. I'm going to go back. We're going to go back on this. Where are we on the back button? Okay, there you are right there. What the heck did you do with my entire field for my star? It's a video player we got to add in there. It's got a bunch of videos on it. I'm trying to figure out what it just did with an entire solar system of stars. Literally disappeared. See if it bounces somewhere weird. No, not even here. So that disappeared. Went to land of, I don't know where it went to. All right, not there, 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 not there. All right. We'll do this madness for today. Let's put this whole thing in so that one, this one doesn't, I don't know why it's growing to this massive size for some reason. You didn't even put the whole thing in there. Okay, let me see. Can I stretch you out a little bit here? All right, let me stretch you out a bit. You're still missing. Should have put the other one in first. Let's see, technology. And, okay. Why? Technology. No, not screens. I'm so used to saying Crystal Age Technology screens. Come on. Oh. Where'd you go now? Where'd you just disappear to? Literally, this thing is just disappearing. All right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go back. Where you at? Where you popping up at? Where'd you go? Come on. I'm hitting the back button. I don't want to hit it again because I might delete some stuff I'm already putting in. All right, let's assume where that went to. I don't even know. It just completely disappeared. So let's go back and let's try to do this again because I don't know what happened. It just freaking disappeared on me. We're missing an entire page here. It's gone. All right, let me see. Yeah, it just literally just disappeared. All right, we'll come out of this for a minute. Let's go back out of this real quick. Let's X out of this real quick. Bring this in. Go back to the top of our page. Let's do it again. I notice where that vortex went to. And they hopefully didn't show anything weird. Let's try this again. I think I'm going to stick to the other text, or maybe I'll do this trick real quick. So one of the things, if you're doing the text that has the visual moving and the objects in the background, this thing will expand to an insane size that will engulf your page and move things around on your page. So you have to be careful when you're putting them in. So let me see how we're going to do this. So there's a little trick behind this. I should have just did the trick from the door. Let's expand the page down here so we can get some more video players on here. We're doing the FLE page. Put that there, okay? And then we'll come up here at the top. I got to do some updating too on the 1000 lumen page too. Which we have more videos in there. I got to load the rest of those in there. And I think I'm going to change my background up to something else in there too on top of that. I'll update that page. Oh, this is my ultra short though low lumen demonstrations. Okay, that's just for this page right here. We're going to be loading videos in that. See other videos I have to do? A lot of videos. All right, so let's go get this background again. All right, let me see. Get a video in here. Get that done. Let's go with the dark 3D. Can we get it on here anyway? Can I find it on here? I'm not going through that. Here we go. There's our star field. Let's get our star field in there. All right. Now, there's our star field. Now, this time we did the text. Let's go with the smaller one. Because this one right here, out of control. Way out of control. But I do want this one, to tell you the truth, because it's much bigger than this one. This would show more. Oh, heck no. Look at this one. This one's huge. This is much bolder. Gee whiz, I'm scared to death to push this button. Okay, let's just do it. Hello! All right, there we go. That's perfect. Now, change this text. Hopefully we get, I think if I remember how to do this, we start off with the space, then we put everything in. It should shrink it into the, expanding it. So we're going to put down FLE. There we go. That's how we do it. Technology. Game. There we go. That's the trick how you do it. So basically, if you delete the hollow in it, it's going to expand the screen to this crazy massive size, and it's going to push stuff around on your page, like throw your stuff all around. So what you want to do is put it in behind the hello, then go into the hello and take it out. Take out the hello. And that keeps it from expanding. Taking out your entire page with it. So let me see. Now with that being said, I want to expand this one. So we can bring it from here and lock it from here.
I think Bruce is going to retreat inside soon under the truck.
Alright, now change some designs in here. Let me see. Change this, go over here and change inside. Does this thing move? Does that move? I guess it does move. Got me, I don't know what this is right here. I gotta check that out one day. Oh, what's the color? Overlay color. I'm gonna change out the image. I'm gonna go with what I got in my media player. I got some really good sunlight displays. Let me see. See how this one pans out.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. It's a day filled with promise and new beginnings, challenges.
I was watching these on TikTok. I'll tell you something right now. I pulled my account from TikTok, and the reason why, I hate to say it, TikTok is horrible. It is horrible. It is just so, it's too busy. It's just too much going on. I would not want my company affiliated with TikTok in no way whatsoever. It's just too much going on TikTok. Way too much. It's too much. There's no way in the world I would put that. But I enjoy watching some of the other stuff they have on there, but I wouldn't put my company on there. But they have this some dummy. I don't know. People start these dumb things, and you'd be surprised at people who believe in this nonsense. I mean, come on. Common sense, really, in 2024, we're going to go through the mess in 2023 with the common sense factor just not hitting the bar yet. They show this image of this massive, giant sea monster called a Leviathan. And you look in the Bible about Leviathan, that Leviathan did exist. And keep in mind, there were two of these things. It wasn't just one. God made everything in two. So there was a male and female version of the Leviathan. But they show this giant monster of a creature, talking about it's supposed to come to the U.S. and destroy the entire U.S. That's the theory behind this giant monster. So I'm explaining something to people who believe in this dumb nonsense at the end of the day. First, it'd be on every freaking news broadcast, not just TikTok. It'd be talked about 24/7. Do you know how much of a huge scientific find that would be to find a fish that huge that's floating around about the size of Texas in the middle of the ocean? Are you kidding me? You know how many forms of helicopters, military aircraft they would have out there just to see it exactly at the end of the day? If they could just kill this thing, or what's its purpose, or whatever, it's just going to be phenomenal on what's going to be out there. Air destroyers, all kinds of stuff. Heck, you're going to see military stuff popped up. You didn't even think we even freaking had at the end of the day. Like, wow, we didn't even know we had mechs. Like, crazy stuff. On top of that, the fish and the ocean wouldn't exist at all. You would see no whales. You would see no fish of any kind, nothing. You know why? Because there's a bigger apex animal that's lurking. You ever watch, what's the movie, Rampage with The Rock? And they went in the woods and couldn't figure out why they didn't hear any birds. If you're in the woods and you don't hear any birds at all, or you see a bunch of birds fleeing in one direction, that's the direction you need to run, because chances are there's something much bigger coming. If you see a whole flock of bears running and all different forms of wildlife all running in the same direction, then there is something back there that's horrible and terrifying that even them at the end of the day, you see a bunch of bears running, don't want nothing to do with. Not all, period. Yeah, they're all running together. They're not even killing each other. They're just all fleeing in one direction with one goal in mind to get the freak out of the area because something bigger is coming. Yeah. So if you're in the woods and it goes quiet and you don't hear jack, that means you're already done. Whatever's in there is already pretty much up on top of you. If you don't have to survive getting rid of it. The animals are already running, you need to run with the animals run. But yeah, they show this huge, massive, freaking giant sea monster called Leviathan, and it's supposed to be making its way to America. The funny thing about it is, it's about this guy, some programmer, IQ 167, something downloaded something. It gave him some real-time satellite images of this fish that the United States government was tracking, secretly tracking. So you mean to tell me a fish the size of Texas, that you mean to tell me that Google Maps or anything else didn't pick up, or no one else saw this giant thing, no boats in the area didn't pick up this giant fish? You mean, come on. Are you kidding me? And this thing is on its way swimming to the United States. Number one, it doesn't even have legs. How the freak is it going to get up on land? It's a fish. So how is this thing going to get up on land? Whales can't climb up on land. As a matter of fact, whales can't even they can spend time underwater, but they can't basically stay underwater. They have to come up for air. That's why they have a blowhole. So if this thing basically has to be only survives in the water, and it's not walking around like Godzilla, then guess what? It can't come up on land. Whoop-de-doo. Threat basically diminished right there from the door. Pretty much you could bomb that from outer space with no problem whatsoever. Free fish for everybody. Yeah, I thought that was the dumbest thing. And you got people in the room talking, oh my God, oh my goodness, you know, I can't. These, man, are you kidding me? You're sheep for the slaughter. These are people that are easily to be persuaded on anything. And I'm like, you people got to be kidding me. Like, we are not having this conversation today. Like, you didn't think of the possibilities, how this is not even possible. Of a creature that freaking huge, that, you mean to tell me that, no. And it's supposed to be 56 feet long. It doesn't even match the size of what's swimming around in the water. What's the shark called? The shark they call deep blue or whatever it's called. It's 25 feet long. Now we've seen that thing. We've seen that thing in the water. It's off the coast of Mexico. It pops up from time to time. It's a huge, massive great white shark at 25 feet long. And this thing is supposed to be 56. I don't think we have a hard time taking that up. But anyway, it's not true at all, period. Period at all. Usually, if there are fish that great that live in the ocean, it's extremely, extremely rare you would see one of them pop up. Just like giant squids. Giant squids are rare that you would actually even see one of these things. Once in a blue moon, you might see one pop up. Or the coelacanth, which is a fish that has 5 fins and swims backwards. Another rare fish that's very, very hard that you won't even find. But anyway, yeah. I thought that was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. So how is it going to get up on land? It doesn't look like it has legs because it's swimming with a giant tail moving behind it. Okay. But yeah, that's the new thing now. Let's terrify people with AI freaking images to convince people that these things are actually happening. And yeah, people literally will believe in this crap. Let me see. My favorite theory, people talk about how aliens built the pyramids. Oh, this topic goes on forever. I love these topics. They go on forever. First things first, I think if I was basically from an advanced civilization and I had the ability to be able to travel across the universe at light speeds, I think I would have done more when I come to the Earth and build a bunch of blocks. I think I'd have made the entire thing out of some kind of titanium kind of weird metal at the end of the day that we didn't have at this particular time to prove that basically something of a higher being built it. Pyramids were built by slaves. That's what they were built by. And no aliens came down, none of this. Yeah, people actually believe in aliens, but I don't believe in aliens at all, period. Because never seen one. And you would think by now something would have popped up. Some craft would have popped up somewhere if that was the case. So yeah. How does that work? I hate to say it, people, but we're the only ones in the universe. That's it. There is nobody else but us. Alright, did this actually go through? Let me see something for a minute. I don't like that brown. I'm not feeling that brown. Why do we have it in brown? Why can't we get it in the color that I wanted it? So, oh, we can change. Oh, this one does differently, okay, than the other one. Okay, then I don't like that one. I really don't like that because it really doesn't give me that change. It has that brown in it. I don't like that brown in it at all, period. So I'm not feeling it. We don't have anything with the clear attached to it, just that all together. All right, let me see. Not feeling it. I'm taking this one out. I'm not feeling it. I should have stuck with the other one. I like this one because it had big bold letters to it, but no, I'm not feeling it. I'm going to go with the other one instead. Yeah, I just find it kind of strange, that's all. We haven't seen any flying saucers, nothing land whatsoever. And besides, if there was any intelligent life forms out there, I doubt they'd come here. Why would they come here? I mean, I hate to say it, and a lot of people may get mad over this, but if you look at the Earth, I mean, if you look at all the, if this was true, let's say this is entertaining, say it was possibility, if it's a possibility that there were other life forms out there, okay? All right. If you notice, if you look at Star Trek or any of those movies, well, pretty much in Star Wars, they kind of kill it. They war against each other. But in Star Trek, they have their own federation. Each federation basically, not saying I'm both Star Trek, Trekkie, and both Star Wars, both the same. I do both. But anyway, they're usually, you have other planets fighting against other planets because you have other forms of alien life form out there. And basically, you have Earth fighting against this planet or that planet. So it would just be our planet fighting against these particular planets at war. We wouldn't be at war with ourselves. We'd be at war with other planets. That's what it would be. But if you notice that Earth is the only one who has their own rockets pointed at themselves. So if you think about it, Earth would be considered to be the ghetto of the universe. Hate to say it. Pretty much, yeah. I mean, if another flying saucer, to say Starcraft, were to land on another planet, I mean, the only thing they'll be met with basically is some hostile due to the fact that they would consider them to be invading their planet, unless they knew exactly what their purpose would have been there to begin with. So you come and land on my planet, you know, we just have to question you on why you're here, what's your purpose, so and so and so, to make sure you're not to no good. That's basically about it. But that's pretty much it. You'll come in, they'll have this talk with you, and blah, 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 blah. And, you know, might have little fights, whatever, you know, in the day. But on our planet, you come over here, we will shoot you down in a hot second, dismantle your ship, and basically you end up in a lab somewhere where you'll be studied for years, which is torture. Yeah. Kind of think of it. That's what will happen to you. Now, I also find it's kind of funny, too, that things that we send over to Mars, like I know, for us, it's a huge, massive, and it is, it's a huge, massive breakthrough, it is. But if there was aliens that did live out there in another world, and they just happened to pop up on Mars, say, hey, we're just going to go to Mars for the weekend, just go out there and chill. And they're out there, and they're looking at this little object rolling around like, what the freak is that? Oh, that's from Earth. Oh, look at that. It's prehistoric. I made one of these in 3rd grade, and they just buy our stuff, take our stuff that goes missing, and it ends up on alien eBay. I've got this relic, man. Look at the parts in here. I didn't think they even made these things anymore. Wow, where did they get these at? They manufacture these things? This is really, really, yeah, because they're, you know, the intelligence levels way to the roof. Yeah. I think one of the things I think would be pretty cool is the transporter. Transporter would be pretty sick. You can transport anywhere you want. So I think, you know how the transporter works, right? It breaks up your molecules. So basically it breaks down your atom structure, separates it, and then it puts it all back together. As you transport, it puts it all back together. But can you imagine the accidents that would pop up? Like you would have an arm coming out of your head or something weird, because there's going to be mistakes. Let's see if we get this one to work. We'll take this one right here. Much better. But still, it's pretty cool. I think one of the things I found on Star Trek, which I thought was pretty fascinating, is the freaking holodeck. The fact that you can go in there and you could basically just call anything on the computer and it could bring it to life. And some of the stuff you could actually make it where it can actually, on the more advanced levels, can actually hurt you. Holodeck. All right, we're going to come and do the same thing we did before, except we're not going to don't touch the Explorer. If you erase that and you put yours in, your letters are going to go gigantic and you're going to move stuff around your board. So let's go with FLE. FLE again. FLE. Technology. Game. There we go. Much better. Not all fits in there. But yeah, when I go to these sites and we have these conversations and talks, I'm not in there to shoot or tear anybody down. You know, I respect everybody else's opinion, and there we just have these nice long conversations in there, which I find entertaining, stimulating. Oh, we got a Da Vinci museum coming up pretty soon. I can't wait till they finish that. I'm a big fan of Da Vinci's work. The inventor.
Okay, I need to pump this up a bit more.
There we go. Like, I'm curious about how the people use refrigeration units and stuff like that. Hospital equipment, stuff like that, sterilizing tools, and, you know, just crazy stuff that we had today. I'm curious how they did with it back then when they didn't have all the technology we have now. Kitchens. What were kitchens made in the 1800s? Stuff like that. Alright, that's pretty cool. Let me see. Change your text. What do we got here? Can I get my sunlight in there? Select my sunlight. Media file. Start from here. Go over there. Take it over here. What are we getting? Oh, is that loading again? I only think like 3 or 4 times.
Well, it's up. It's not
Yeah,
going
so I like this one here. This is pretty nice.
But I think you have to guide the sides out. Stop the middle from moving.
Oh, it does do that. I'm thinking of the other one that did it. No, it does do that. So, what does that look like in the preview mode?
Occasionally there's a lull in the rain.
Oh, I told you it bounced. I told you it did bounce. Hold on for a minute. We gotta see what the heck this one. I told you it moved. It moved. Where did it go to? We got something in the gallery. Something weird in the gallery. Let me see. Or was it just me that just jumped? Let me see. That's the gallery. FLE for New Worlds. There's the gallery. Oh, it didn't jump. Okay. I was wondering where that went to. Because one of them disappeared. I was trying to figure out where that one went to. So it didn't go there at all, period. Alright. I'm confused about that one. Alright. I'm not getting that sunlight. I'm not getting that bright image. That's what's killing me. So we gotta come back and come out of this. And we gotta find something here. Let's see. Bright sunlight. Everybody's
Okay, so first thing I notice is I don't like these guidelines where they are.
Well, I've seen this one. This picture was used on me. About our FLE technology. Let's see. Gremlins. Don't feed them at the dark. I love the Gremlins when they came out. Everybody was in love with the Gremlins.
That's taking form now. Okay. Do the other side.
Use sunlight. That's pretty cool. Let's see.
I don't feel cold anymore because I'm working so hard.
Nope. That's more like electricity waiting for you.
Alright, I think.
That's pretty. Oh, never mind.
What we need to do now is guide the front out. I do hate having to do this, but I think it's necessary just because of this strength of these winds.
Let's see. FLE blue. Okay, where's this thing at? What this? Boom, 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 boom.
Oh man, I'm drenched. My shorts are so wet. You know what?
I gotta get t-shirts. I forgot because I gotta wear my company t-shirt when I'm on these when I'm on site. So I have to fill up me a t-shirt. I'm with a t-shirt, hat, and a customized bag. That's what I'm doing. I gotta carry my stuff in my bag, so might as well have a customized bag to carry my stuff with my company's logo on it.
So I'll just wear those later. Okay. I'm hoping.
We can do one for sunlight, honestly. No effects. That one for that. Let me see. FLE. What's FLE? What? FLE haze. Oh, that's the other stuff.
Yeah.
Alright. Nothing there.
Much better.
That's not there. It's not there.
Wow, you've got to guide this thing out a lot.
I'm gonna go back in the snow. Anybody contact me? Yeah, we're going back out in the snow. We got banshees. I should go ahead and bring me a banshee. Let me see. FLE sun. Alright, so yeah, Charlie's in the snow.
Okay. So, take you inside, because I haven't been inside yet either. Now let's have a look at what's going on in here. Come on there. Okay. Not a whole hell of a lot of room. What are you going to do with this? Oh, I see. You're meant to have poles. Well, in the meantime, I'll just loop that there. I've contorted. Oh no, I can't do that. It contorts the ADTECH. Can I reach this anywhere else? Nope.
Let me see.
Alright.
I need a
Okay, all I need to do is hook the inner up in here.
FLE direct sunlight.
That's gonna be really easy thing to do.
Let me just put down direct sunlight, easier to find them all. Let's see. Direct. Direct sunlight.
Gotcha. Okay.
Let's see. Here's my direct sunlight demonstrations. Alright. Alright, let's get back over here because I gotta put those players in real quick since I figured we're gonna do for a sunlight display on here.
It's that bad. There is not a whole hell of a lot of room in here. But we're gonna make it work.
That would be quite interesting.
Okay, that's as good as I can get it, folks. Right, so what I need to do is put the yellow to the end yellow there at the back.
So let me try that one, see if that works. Where we at on this? Let's see.
So does it hook at the bottom first? Yes, it does. Oh, this is a nightmare. Why didn't it come all set up?
Let me see.
The Empire 10 came completely set up, ready to go. You just blew it up, and you were done. That was it. This thing, they haven't done anything. It's perfect. Alright. Stop whinging and get on with it. Okay, so the facilities makes I don't know what you can see. I'm sure this is not compelling TV right now. Where am I going here?
What if we do a glass screen? Can we break it in sections? That's something else I gotta look at too. We could break it in sections. You know how easier for us to ship that thing? Would you be to tell if we break it in sections where the line begins and where it ends? I gotta research that. I'm curious if we could do that, because that would make it so much easier to ship a glass screen if we could figure out how to break it down. Ooh, yeah. Okay, I could see how that would be done. That wouldn't be hard to do too. Oh, okay. Okay, God, so every time I hear God's always talking to me. That is actually would work out just fine on how to basically build it. Very easy to do. But also too, on top of that, the installment wouldn't be hard to do, because again, if you're doing like a solid piece of glass at 4 feet by 8 feet, that can be extremely heavy. So with this theory, it would be much easier, easy to install. I just would have to see if you could see a separation in the line between the screen and the formula. I got to do some testing on that. This is where I spend a lot of money on basically going in and buying things that are needed to do this. Let me see.
Okay, I meant to find a hook down here. I can't for the life of me see one. Oh, here it is.
Oh, that is design. Ah. Let's see, we have text here. Text auto fill. Text. Can we put bold on this? Can we bold this? To make it bigger? Or we can bold it and make it bigger. Huh, didn't know that.
So, sit rep. Guess what? The tensor's faulty.
Or we can make it bigger.
You see the corner has this strap here. That's what's holding it together. They forgot to stitch one on this one.
Right, then the background has to change.
You can see where the reinforcement's meant to go, but they haven't done it.
Oh, I see something on it.
It renders the door entirely useless because there's no toggle.
Let's try the first one. Tell me to put this one first. Oh, no, go back where you were at. Definitely stay right over there. Alright.
So, OS10, fail. Straight away. Wow. On a really important piece of... I mean, that's meant to be the main support for it. And it's a fail. You can clearly see here where they have attached the strap and there where they've forgotten to do it. Unbelievable.
Oh, does that not suck at the end of the day? I went through that with Elite Screens one time. I'm watching this where this guy's doing his tent review for his tent and he's missing parts on it. In the middle of, I did that, I already went through that. I went to Elite Screen. The expansion rail, not expansion rail, the tension rails were missing. Like gone. Can't set the screen up without the rails. That was a headache. Yeah, it's not doing it right there. That's just too slow. The other one was actually much better. The other one was much, much better.
What were they thinking? Who's checking this stuff? Huh?
I mean, should have somebody to check it, but man, you know. Well, what are we going back to this for? Didn't we just download this already on site files? We wanted this already on site files.
Do you know how many products that I've come across where it's just faulty? They go, oh, just send it back. Just send it back. You're fine.
Yeah, that would work much better. Alright, so background. To change background.
So now that's just going to flap around like crazy when I do this up. You'll see what I'm talking about immediately when I do it. And some idiot's going to say, oh, why don't you just keep it closed? Because I'm trying to make a YouTube video.
I love this guy so much, I swear. Yeah, some idiot will say, why don't you just leave it closed? I'm trying to make a YouTube video. Yeah, it needs it open.
There is on this side, but not on this side. Look at this. So there's a toggle here, and there's no loop on this side.
Oh, that's hilarious.
This is crap. Wow. This is just so crap.
Well, it doesn't take much from it, so do they have on this side, can we do moving clouds? Let's see, blue skies.
What is going on with that company? Yeah.
Oh, we can get some moving skies in here, okay.
Producing good quality stuff, and that's why it's expensive. This is just going to flap around like crazy now. There's nothing you can do with it. There's no loop, nothing on the bottom at all. You can't tie it up to here. That's just going to flap around. So I decide to go to bed. Oh, can you tell how angry I am?
Yep.
Actually, I'm just disappointed. That's what I am. Disappointed in just...
I've done that one already.
Oh, man. It's always me that finds this crap. And then everyone says I've done something wrong. You know what? I've had this with Napier tent. Alright, set up. I'm absolutely livid. Look at that. What a pile of rubbish. Now I hope this thing isn't going to leak tonight. It's too dark for me to see if the seam seals are all there. But we'll know when I shine a torch in there. Alright, well... What do I do now? Oh my god, what a flipping load of rubbish this is. Right, you know what? No, I'm not my gear. To hell with it. We'll get in there, at least we'll get in the truck. Right, let's get everything into the tent that I want to get into the tent. And the rest I might just keep under my awning.
What do we have at the bottom? How much more? I need a couple of videos on this FLE. We'll expand that a little bit more. No, 10:48. Time's a ticking. Can't be on here long. We don't want to hit in the Sunday. We'll keep our Do things, try to do things, so don't murder.
Oh man. Well, Bruce is having fun because I've turned the lights on. So now he's all happy. My chair. I need to get my lights in.
So I got a batch number coming up on our Black Series technology, dedicated CineMax. Usually when we get like 3 and 4 gallons in, we make about roughly somewhere between 10 gallons of it. Might as well, because since I gotta buy that much to complete the 4 gallons, might as buy some extra to do 10. So there'll be 10 gallons of this stuff. So that way we don't have to worry about the batch numbers for a while. I got to do a demonstration on this product, so I'm probably going to use it on this side over here, do the demonstration, get the new batch numbers with the new dates on them, so when he basically when we get ready to ship it over, it'll be good to go. But yeah, we're making them at 10 gallons now, at 10 gallons. I told you, if you're doing batch numbers, you're making a product, it involves a lot of mixing involved with it. We do advise you to do something in the range of, if you're selling 1 gallon, then you're going to have to make more than 1 gallon. Because mind you, you're going to have to be able to show evidence that this came out of a large container along with other orders. This is what a lot of people don't realize when they go to court over a batch number violation. It's one of the things that you can't get out of is the fact that if your product came out of 5 gallons along with 20 others and no one else is having a problem except for you, and you file a false claim, this automatically, you will lose this in court automatically. Automatically. Explain to me, at the end of the day, how are you going to convince a judge that you went to a fair and you ordered a lemonade from the merchant and yours came out grape and everybody else had lemonade and it was made out of the same container? Yeah, good luck trying to win that one. You lost it right from the door. Don't even bother showing up in court. Don't even bother. You waste your time. You waste your money on an attorney. Don't pop up. Just don't. You're not going to win it. And virtually impossible. Now, if they sold 5 gallons of this stuff and they had a recall on every single one, yeah, then you can win that one with no problem. But it had to be a massive recall on the entire unit. And they would even have to see it. It wouldn't have passed the batch number. Once they test the product and they ship the product is working perfectly fine, that's another hurdle you got to get through because the product was functioning perfectly fine in the demonstration. And if you make a false claim by going into court and making a statement by saying, well, they were using special cameras, it doesn't work that way. It won't help you at all, period. You have to prove that they were using some kind of special camera to do this. And if you don't have any way to support this, it's called hearsay and they'll strike it off the record. So you will lose. So anything you say out of your mouth, you have to back it up 100%. Now, for those people who don't understand why that's important, because that means anyone can take you to court and lie and say just about anything they want and get away with it. This is not the Salem witch hunts. You can't sit there and accuse your neighbor of being a witch and have him executed and take all his stuff because you were jealous because he had better farmland than you. Can't do that. It's a whole different era now. So you have to show proof of anything that you say out of your mouth. That's why when we go to court, we make sure we have enough information on you before we step in that realm. Because again, I don't like to be embarrassed when I walk in the courtrooms. I really don't. So yeah, it's called hearsay. Definitely hearsay. Got to show receipts. You buy food, you get food poisoning from it. Then you got to show receipts, all kinds of stuff, credit card statements that you actually purchased food from that establishment. All that stuff has to be shown, or basically they mark it as hearsay in court. You don't have enough evidence to support your claim. Some places that if you get an attorney that takes your case on a what's the word they call it? They got a name for what they call it. But anyway, they take your cases. We don't win until we collect money. You have to show to them that there's enough evidence that they're actually going to win, because it costs money for them to actually take your case. So it has to be like a case that they can automatically win with no problem whatsoever. Other than that, if it's too far-fetched and they won't go near it, then you're going to have to hire a personal attorney to go in and take care of that. Because, again, if you pay them the money, hey, they'll take someone to court for a default popsicle stick. Well, he had too many spinners in it. And they gave me a spinner, and I basically got got my fingers got paralyzed. I can't work anymore, and some crazy nonsense at the end of the day. That's what they'll do. That's it. I know it sounds insane, but yeah, literally. Because there was a woman who, basically, one woman sued McDonald's because she got burnt up a cup of coffee. And people were telling her, well, coffee's hot. It's supposed to be hot. Like, not the way they heated it up. They stuck hers in a microwave, and that thing heated up because they made the coffee first, and I think they made the Danish last. And they realized that the coffee had basically become room temperature. And instead of dumping the coffee out and getting her a fresh cup, somebody got the bright idea to stick it in a microwave and heated it way beyond the boiling point. And it involved the cup getting a nice vacuum seal around the top of the cup. So when this woman was in the car and she was trying to struggle to get the top, it popped and her hand squeezed in the cup because of the pressure. It splashed up in her face. It burnt her face and she ended up having a car accident. She sued McDonald's for millions of dollars, and yeah, she won because it was their fault. But then another woman came in and tried to make claim that the pickle had landed on her bottom lip and kind of burnt her mouth and and that was bull crap. It was just crap. Those are called the copycat lawsuits. But yeah, that woman did sue for a cup of coffee. Actually happened. And it's all because somebody was too lazy to dump the coffee out and just get her a new one. They stuck it in a microwave and they heated it way beyond the point. And it caused that vacuum seal. You know, you're squeezing on a container and you're trying to pop the top at the same time. And the more you struggle with the top, the more pressure you put on the container. It's what we do as humans. And yeah, that one splash caught her right in her face. And yep, she sued and won. Let me see if I can find that right there real quick. Let's see. McDonald's hot cup of coffee lawsuit. Let me see what happened to a lady who sued McDonald's for a hot cup of coffee. It's right there. She was 91 years old. Gee whiz Louise. But that story, yeah, she had somewhere between 180 to 190 degree burns on her face, buttocks, groin, all that, because coffee splashed up in her face. And it went between her legs and everything. Or was it a dude or was it a guy? I think it was a dude or a guy, which one it was. But anyway. She got $800,000 for it. $800,000 for that lawsuit. She's responsible. $800,000. Yeah. And burnt that woman, or man, or whoever got burnt with it. Remember Geno's. A lot of people don't remember Geno's. Geno's lawsuit for a rat. Geno's lawsuit. Yeah. So there was a restaurant when I was a kid coming up called Geno's. They were around before Kentucky Fried Chicken came into play. And apparently, the Geno's eating a rat. There was, let's see, we can find that's way back. The right incident. The right incident. And Geno's. Man filed a lawsuit against. This does happen from time to time. I'm just going to jack up your head a bit here, but just be careful when you bite into big pieces of chicken, and a little bigger than what they are. The chances are, I'm not going to say it that way because you never know. But yeah. Geno's lawsuit for eating a rat. No, come on, serious? Geno's lawsuit place. That's not it right there. Geno's lawsuit for the eating of a rat. Come on, can you let me say the whole thing? Geno's lawsuit for eating a rat. Geno's. I gotta look this thing up. But yeah, it was I gotta look it up. But anyway, it was a person who basically ate a rat by accident. It fell into the dip, the batter. And person ate halfway through it before they realized it was a rat, and it put him out of business.
I could so easily go home now if I was so inclined. I'm sorry, I've just got to tighten the camera up. Hold on.
What happened to Geno's? I'm curious.
There we go.
Why did Geno's go bankrupt?
Yeah, very easy.
The company had more than $100 million in total debt. The company was blamed for hosting issues, following risks, minimum wages, price shift, and taste. Restaurant liquidation.
I'm not about to start now. Right, so,
Gino's the restaurant.
it is so
No, listen to me carefully. Gino's the restaurant.
but he did have that truth.
Gino's.
Here's my other concern. So they do have some events.
Gino's. Yeah. This is Gino's. Gino's was before Kentucky Fried Chicken. This is Gino's. If you remember that from way back in the day. The name was sold to somebody else, but yeah, it was called Gino's. They made chicken, fried chicken and all that good stuff in the day. And then later on, they went out of business and Kentucky Fried took over. I never ate at a church's chicken ever. Never, ever ate at a church's chicken. Ever. I don't know why, for some reason, I just never ate. I never ate at the Waffle House, too. Never at the Waffle House, never been there. Of course, I've never been at Cracker Barrel, yeah. Let me see. Oh, Roy Rogers. Roy Rogers restaurants. No, listen to me when I say something. I swear I can sit there and that thing will follow everything I say. There we go, Roy Rogers. Yes, I remember Roy Rogers. Man, they had some... Roy Rogers milkshakes were freaking amazing. They were absolutely amazing. Roy Rogers. What's another one? Now you got Popeyes, Roy Rogers. Chick-fil-A is freaking amazing, too. Chick-fil-A makes some amazing food. I love Chick-fil-A. Or Roy Rogers. Wow, Roy Rogers. Arby's? Oh, I ain't a big fan of Arby's. I really don't like Arby's food at all, period. Let me see. Pat cheesesteaks. Yeah, it's up here in Philly. I might pop. I gotta go to Philly anyway to see some people. Pat cheesesteaks. See that melted cheese? But you're supposed to have the melted cheese. Oh my goodness, man. I love these cheesesteaks. Pat cheesesteaks. Gino's is another one. This is the other Gino's version that makes also two cheesesteaks. The Gino's with the chicken, and this was the other Gino's, which is still here. Two different places. Way two different places. Gino's is G-N-O-S. Yeah, man. You got them with the melted cheese. Yup, that's how you do them. You make them the old-fashioned way. It used to be a time in Philly where you can get a good cheesesteak anywhere. Now, man, it's like a freaking scavenger hunt trying to find a good cheesesteak because a lot of them don't make it the old way. That cheese is supposed to be melted. See right here? That cheese is supposed to be melted. It's supposed to look like this. See how it is? It's supposed to be melted. Two types of cheese. You're supposed to have the same kind of cheese that you pour on your home fries, and you're supposed to have the sliced cheese on it. And the onions have to be salted, caramelized. You don't want no freaking onions like you're biting into straw at the end of the day. Yeah, good cheesesteak. I only found one place up here that makes freaking amazing freaking cheesesteaks. Good cheesesteaks. And it got to be a perfect blend, a perfect balance. Sometimes you bite into a cheesesteak, you taste nothing but meat. And then later on, you taste a little bit of the cheese. A little bit of the cheese. No, it's all supposed to be blended all together. Perfect balance of everything. I'm about to go order me a cheesesteak. Man, these knives should be around the corner. You know, Pat makes good cheesesteaks. Gino's make fantastic cheesesteaks. A couple of good places. But now, you know, these places are still standing. But before, you could go anywhere and get good cheesesteaks in Philly. Now, nah. Very rare that you find places like this that sell amazing food. The food is absolutely incredible. People sit out there in the wet, cold weather. They're probably out there right now, getting food right now in Philly. Yep. There's Pat's cheesesteaks. What was the other place called? It was another place they have down here too. I've been to that one too. Matter of fact, they got a picture of Kevin Hart on the building. Oh man, I can't think of the name of it. Maxie's, yeah. Maxie's in Philadelphia. Not Macy's, Maxie's. There we go. I used to be right around the corner from Maxie's. I live right on this strip, right over here. Maxie's Hoagies? Are you freaking kidding me? He was walking out there like he was carrying a small child. Them hoagies were freaking epic. They put so much meat, so much on those hoagies. You can literally break them down and make other hoagies with the hoagie you just got. I bought a 12-footer one time for a whole crew. No, at the sneaker store. I bought a 12-footer. Had it ordered, had it sent over. Man, we had it broken up in different sections, man. They got Kevin Hart right on the side of the building. Let me see if I find that picture of Kevin Hart on the building. He comes in there to eat. Maxie's. Maxie's in Philadelphia with Kevin Hart. Yep, told you. Right there. On the side of the building, it's Kevin Hart right on the side of the building. He's been there a few times. He comes in and eats that food. When he comes to Philly, he comes right over and eats. That food is the truth. If you haven't been to Philly, go pop over to Maxie's and check it out. Got them right on the side of the building. Got them in all of them. And one sandwich is enough to feed your whole family. That's literally how much meat they have on it. Italian hoagies, that was my favorite, Italian hoagies. Enough to feed your whole family. They don't skim. I can't stand when I go to places and they put barely anything on it. Nothing on it. And just nothing but basically mostly bread. And the bread be all chewy. Tastes like you're basically biting into like a brick of gum. Oh, freaking Subway. Subway's pretty good, but they food makes my stomach turn. I want to go to Chicago Deep Dish Pizza. Yeah. I got some trips coming up. I'm definitely going to go to Chicago, check out the Deep Dish Pizza they got down there. I ate in New York City. New York City got some amazing freaking restaurants down there. But I've never tried the Deep Dish Chicago. So I do plan to pop down there and check that out. Let me see. 50-inch pizza. We were supposed to do this, but COVID kicked in and we never got a chance to do this. So now we're going to start this up again this summer. So a group of my friends, they got the little challenge at a restaurant. I forgot how much money they give you. If you could finish a 50-inch pizza. Look at these things, they're freaking huge. Of course, mine's going to be made different because I can't have sauce. I'm allergic to sauce. So I want mine's white pizza. I use that garlic sauce. Man. Contact the crew and like, we want to have that challenge. Let's go do it. I remember these Jamaicans on our block. They was making was it buffalo barbecue? Oh my god, I can't think of the name of what it was. They were making, it was a pizza too. The jerk chicken was jerk chicken pizza. It was pizza with jerk chicken and barbecue sauce on it. Oh my goodness, that was freaking amazing. Freaking amazing. Fantastic idea. I've never had a pizza like that. It was actually amazing. Barbecue jerk chicken pizza? Yes. I wonder if anybody else does that besides them. Barbecue jerk chicken pizza. Yes. Man, that stuff was freaking amazing. Oh, it was amazing. I can't do the Hawaiian pizza. I got friends that do like it. Hawaiian pizza. I can't do the Hawaiian pizza. I can't get around the pineapples. I've tried it. The pineapple and hams, I have tried it. I'm not one of those people that'll sit there and go, no, this, that, and the other. I will try it first. And I can honestly say, by an honest opinion, that I didn't like it too much, but I will try it. It's interesting. I'll tell you that much. It is very interesting. But I couldn't, my side to sway to say it was good. It's eatable for me. If I have to eat it, I can eat it, no problem whatsoever. But the side that would say I'm satisfied with it, nah, I can't do that. I didn't like it too much, but I can eat it if I had to. But my friends be tearing this up. I can't get into the Hawaiian pizza. Ooh. Pizza with black caviar. Bam. This is my brother. This is what he likes. Black caviar. And it can't be that cheap caviar. It got to be that caviar at $1,000, $2,000 an ounce caviar. These pizzas are expensive. And lobster pizza. Lobster pizza with black caviar. Bam! This is when you start getting to the expensive pizza. It's like $30 a slice. Huh. Yeah, ain't no joke. Remember I told you that time I went to a place I got pizza for $1,000? Black caviar? There you go. They're about $1,000. Yep. I ain't paid for it. Somebody else paid for it. I got a buddy of mine who makes extremely good money. I was like, you want to try some pizza? I'm like, what kind of pizza are we talking about? Because I'm kind of finicky when it comes to my pizza. I keep it simple. My pizza is basically ground hamburger, pepperonis, and it's white pizza with the garlic sauce. That's it. That's as far as we go. We don't do no stuffed crust, nothing. We keep it basic. Some people just take it with cheese. That's it, cheese pizza. But I was like, what you got in mind? I said, I can't have lobster because I'm allergic to seafood, so I can't have that. He said, we're going to have some black caviar. You don't talk like that, but it was just funny. Caviar pizza. Well, in that place, I was like, is that what I think it is? Is that a typo? Is that $1,000? I said, yep. Paid $1,000 for that pizza. It was okay. I wouldn't buy it. At the end of the day, it's $1,000. Jeez. Yep. Lobster. Let me see. I just be looking up strange stuff now. I'm just weird. Let me see. It's the craziest thing you can actually put on pizza. I think something crazy here. Well, I've seen squid. Squid on pizza. Squid pizza. Yeah, I've seen that already. And a big fan of squid. I can't have nothing with a shell. That's what it is. But squid, all that, nah, I can't do it. Ah. It got eel pizza? What? Eel? Huh. What happened to the Burger King black hamburger? There we go, people. If you haven't had one of these, you haven't lived. You have not lived at all, period. You just forget about it. You have not lived. Had A1 steak sauce. This was one of the best hamburgers I have ever had from anybody. If you had one of these, you know what I'm talking about with the black bun. So they soak the hamburger in A1 steak sauce. I don't know how they do it, but that was the best hamburger. The cheese, now the cheese on this one's not black, but the original burger is in Japan. It does have black cheese on it. It's a black burger. But the one they have over here, oh my goodness, man. I can never understand why. Sorry about the mic there. I can never understand why that when these chains have these amazing food on the menu, they make it rare. Why do y'all make it rare? Why do y'all do that? Make it all year round. Because when I got it, it was a Halloween burger at the time. See right there? It says a Halloween burger. It's a Halloween burger. But when I got it on the last day of the promotion. I never saw it again after that. Never saw it again. I bought one, ate that one, went back and got two more. Because it was that good. It was that freaking good. Man, it was freaking amazing. And that was the last day. And never saw it again after that. Why? Why do y'all do that? If you got something good and it sells, you continue to sell it because people will buy it. It's not like, oh, wait a minute. We're making way too much money. This is too popular. We don't want our stores to do that. Well, let's stop selling it. That's stupid. They had a Homer burger. McDonald's. Was it McDonald's, the Big Mac? Homer burger. See if you can find this thing. Because this is not it. I think McDonald's had the Homer burger. McDonald's Homer burger. See if you can find this thing. This thing was huge. I think McDonald's had it. I'm pretty sure they had it. Or was it Burger King? Because I don't eat at Burger King, McDonald's that much. Let me see if Burger King had it. Burger King, Homer the movie burger. Let's see if they had it. Woo, Homer. Let's find this burger. It was huge. It was a big, big burger. Burger King. Is this right here? It's like the hamburger. See if I can find this thing. They did a promotion for the Simpsons movie. It was a burger about the size of a small pizza. It was huge. It was in 2007. I know that much. I mean, so movies. Let me see right there. Simpson burger from Burger King. It was Burger King that had it. It's right there. Burger King had it. The Simpson Burger King. Let me see. The Simpson Burger King hamburger. Yeah. Well, anyway, it's this bigger. It's this huge burger. Let me see if they've got this on here too. Let me see. Hidden menus at fast food restaurants. There's one secret menu. Yeah, there's a secret menu. Do fast food restaurants actually have secret menus? Actually, yeah, they actually do. They have secret menus. Did you know that? A lot of people don't know that. That basically, places like they have something called a secret menu where you can get these crazy hamburgers, like something like with 10 patties or something like that. It's called a secret menu. No word. What was McDonald's secret menu? McDonald's secret menu. So these are things you do not find on the menu itself. You have to ask for these. So this right here is the best McDonald's secret menu teams and how to order them. You didn't know that, did you? Yeah, there's special things that they have that you will never know about unless you know the name of it. This is the list of the name on burgers that you can ask for that they will make because it's on something called a secret menu. Yep, a lot of people don't realize that. I actually walked into this place and asked for this hamburger, and this hamburger had, it was a Godzilla burger or whatever, something crazy it was, and it had something like 9 freaking patties on it. It was crazy, and she thought I lost my mind. And I said, "Yo, secret menu? You got this like burger? It's got like 9 patties on it." And the guy was like, "Come, park the car and come in." Yeah, park the car and come in. And yeah, it's 9 patties. It costs a little more. It does cost a lot more, but yeah, it's just something strange. Big Mac sauce, Monster Mac, right here. A Monster Mac, Big Mac sauce. All these right here. It's on a secret menu. Yep, a lot of people don't realize that. Let's see, what was the Monster Mac anyway? Monster Mac on the secret menu. There's videos of it. There's videos of people walking in and asking for these burgers that you would not find on the menu. It's called a Monster Mac. As somebody said, "Oh, that's not true." Yeah, it's true. All restaurants have them. They have something called a secret menu.
Hey guys, it's Ken from KBD Productions.
Ken! Hey, Ken, I'm Ken.
Ken, Donovan, you, just for you, and just for you, guess what I am holding? I am holding a Monster Mac in my hand.
I'm gonna get one of those.
In Bradford, Ontario, and the people that work at this McDonald's, top notch. I explained what I wanted, and everybody from the back came up to see who in the hell would order a Monster Mac and why. So I haven't even seen it yet. I just wanted to let you guys know the bill. So the Monster Mac and the drink was $1.99, and the Monster Mac was basically $6.19 plus $2.80 for the extra cheese and 4 extra patties.
$6 for a hamburger. That's not bad.
So it came to a total
I've had worse.
of $14.67.
I had way worse.
Bad, I guess, for what I think I'm about to eat. They couldn't close it. I told them just to leave it alone. Please don't fall apart.
Wait till you see the size of these things.
Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. It's all falling apart. I kind of had to figure. They're like, "Oh, try to close it." I'm like, "No, don't close it."
That secret menu.
I'm not trying to rip this box
Secret
open,
menu. If
so you guys
you
can
go
get
and
a
ask for
view
them.
of what a monster Mac looks like.
Show me the monster Mac. Come on, Joe. Big the monster Mac. There we go. Yeah.
And
Look at that thing, man. Oh, let me get this out of the way. Look at that. But it will never be on the menu. If you go to the menu, they don't have it there. You can't find it on the menu. You literally have to go in and you have to ask for that. And you have to tell them it's on the secret menu. Mostly people, the managers would know. Sometimes the other ones don't know. They wouldn't know. Sometimes the managers wouldn't know. But it's called a Monster Mac. But they have secret menus. Monster Mac. Yes, finally a hamburger that looks exactly like the hamburger that you see on the menu, because I am so sick and tired of going to places and the hamburger like somebody ran over with a tractor trailer. It's flat. You know what I'm talking about? It looks nothing like the menu. McDonald's hamburgers, man, their hamburgers are crap. I swear the hamburgers are crap. They dice the onions up too small. You can barely see the bits of onions. They don't even melt the cheese anymore. That cheese a little bit should be melted. There's a lot of things, but it doesn't look exactly like what you see on the menu. It never does. That one looks pretty nice. But I'm going to, and on top of that, one of the things that does kill me about McDonald's is if you've eaten from McDonald's from my era, where everything was in styrofoam cartons, you know, that's the era I ate from. This is when the McDonald's meat was meat. Now today it's majority just ground meal mixed in with hamburger meat, or basically already frozen patties. Go to McDonald's with styrofoam cartons. This is my era. This is the McDonald's I grew up with. Like we had a topic about the whole new McDonald's. If you really want to basically improve McDonald's, bring it back to old school. Bring it back to them giant golden arches. That's what I remember. This new McDonald's, it sucks. You know, I remember we would go in there and we get all kinds of collections for the glasses. You would have the McDonald's land. You'd have Mayor McCheese. You have Grimace. You would have all that, the Hamburglar, all that. Even the mascot. I love Ronald McDonald. A lot of people thought he was creepy. I liked him. They should have kept him. They should never got rid of him at all, period. Pretty much sold out their main character for Ronald McDonald because basically got pressured by people wanting to get rid of him because they thought the clown was creepy. That is, who cares? That is basically what sold your product to begin with. Why would you sell out on that level? But this is what I'm talking about when I talk about the styrofoam containers. This is when the hamburgers were legit. They were good. You got one of these styrofoam containers, depending on how far you go back. Depends on what containers you ate out. But when I was coming up, we got them in styrofoam containers. McDonald's used to sell ashtrays. A lot of people didn't realize that. Yeah, they sold ashtrays. You can smoke right there in McDonald's. Can't do it now, but back then. And the machine, the ice cream machine, was never broken. Never broken. Now today, it's a joke that going there and the ice machine is always broken. It was never, ever broken. It always worked. And you had the Playland. Look at the hamburgers. This is when you went to McDonald's. It was a treat to go to McDonald's. Now it's like, what am I being punished for? What the freak did I do? Because I'm not a big fan of McDonald's anymore. Their French fries are always going to be in my heart. I love their French fries. But their hamburgers, man, it's just a lot changed about their food. It's not the same way anymore. The Happy Meals back in the day compared to the Happy Meals now, yeah. Let's see, McDonald's ashtrays. Yep, so these are the McDonald's ashtrays. If you got one of these, they're worth $249. These are ashtrays that McDonald's gave out. Yep, a lot of people are like, yeah, they had ashtrays at McDonald's. Yes, they did. Ashtrays, matches, all that stuff. Everything on there. McDonald's vintage glasses. McDonald's vintage drinking glasses. Oh, my goodness, I swear. This just brings back the memories, people. 1977. I was born in 1968. So this was my era in McDonald's. These big glasses, man, with these big decal stickers on them. This is, if you had one of these when you were a kid coming up, man. This was amazing to collect all of them. Yeah. Then you have McDonald's Playland. That was another place that kids love to go to and play with. McDonald's Playland. The commercials were even epic back then. McDonald's Playland. I remember these right here back in the day. McDonald's Playland. Oh my goodness, you'd just be itching just to get out of here. I don't know which was more exciting, seeing the Playland or having the food. Oh, there's the whole crew. There is the whole crew. Look at them. Now, I told you the reason why they lost the characters. They lost the characters due to the fact that Puff and Stuff. If you remember, I told you about the guy who made the people. You look it up. I'm telling the truth on there. There was a guy from Puff and Stuff was a puppeteer, and basically he designed some of the characters for McDonald's. McDonald's decided to basically keep, in the middle of the contract, keep the puppets and basically not pay him a dime. He took him to court and sued them. Not only did he win, but he got all his royalty and rights over these particular puppets, and a lot of them had to go because they owned the rights, and that's what happened to McDonald's land. Some of the puppets. Man, I'm telling you. I used to love those little show cartoons would come on. The hamburger would steal the hamburgers, and they'd be trying to track them down. Now look where they sit at. It's a shame. Out in the field. Why did we throw away the foundation of everything? Why? Why are we known for doing that? You know? We got one of these down here. And not only over in Philadelphia, there's a children's hospital where they have a Ronald McDonald statue sitting down out there. Man, I tell you. See, just if you want to basically improve McDonald's, bring back the old school stuff. That's what you do. Bring back the old school. Bring back the memories. So people of our age can basically go back to the past, and people who have never been to the past can visit and see what it was like. And along with that, bring back the good food too on top of that. That would definitely help. But now, they have vintage McDonald's with the huge golden arches. We got this a little farther back, way back. Here we go. These are the giant arches I saw when I was a kid. Giant arches. That was McDonald's. Now, that'd be a little too far back. That'd be in the 50s. That'd be in my mother's era right in there. But, yeah. I remember that, man. In for a treat when your parents would say, we're going to McDonald's. Like, yeah! Now McDonald's looks like this. Ugh. The new McDonald's. This is the new McDonald's. I would never, ever step foot in that McDonald's. Not ever. Nope. Not a big fan of McDonald's food anyway, but still. Not even for their fries. Wouldn't step foot in there. That's an abomination right there. An absolute abomination. And people are joking and laughing about it like, well, at least, hopefully the machine works. But the machine's still broken. Probably doesn't even work. Yeah. You got rid of the... I mean, the arches, it's not the same. They've wrecked it. They wrecked the franchise. They really have. Should have kept it the way it was. And we can modernize, yeah, some of the stuff. Yeah, you're going to need some stuff to modernize it, but you should have kept the building as a classic. Those classic buildings, man, they always draw attention. Always draw attention. Like people go back and they bring in those drive-through diners where people come up and they serve you with skates on. Those places constantly stay with business. Because at the end of the day, people who actually lived in that area get a chance to revisit the past, and people who never even got a chance to experience get a chance to visit the past. You know what I mean? People need to bring back the old school from back in the day. That's the stuff that makes the money. Drive-through movie theaters? I've never even been to a drive-through movie theater before. I like to know what that's like, but they have them now. I'm glad they do have them now. They started bringing them back since COVID. But good idea to bring them back. You know, don't get rid of the past. Sometimes some of the past is good. But yeah, this whole new McDonald's now, ugh. Gee whiz, that's their sign now. It's like something from the Jetsons. Bet you the food still tastes the same. Vintage Happy Meals. Here we go. Toys were even better. These are the vintage Happy Meals from back in the day. How much bigger the boxes are that you got Happy Meals and compare that you ones you had back then. Boxes are much smaller. Oh well. That's life. Life moves on. That's pretty much it. Take a little break. I could take a break for a bit and go back and look at the past. Oh well. Yeah, but the new McDonald's I got now, no, I wouldn't step foot there. The 10-foot pole, couldn't pay me enough money to walk in that spot. I just don't like it. I don't like what they did to it. It's not McDonald's to me. I don't know who came up with the marketing campaign for that one. I know what to. We'll give it a complete makeover. Oh yeah, that worked a lot. And companies giving it complete makeovers. And they end up still bombing and crashing. How are we going to do this? I think I'm going to do this with the white. I don't do it with the yellow. We do the white. Yeah, do it white and then do it with a much thinner than the 8. Definitely much thinner than 8. I say I bring it to 6. 6. Maybe 5. 5 is perfect. Yeah, 5. Oh. I don't get it. I don't get it why they changed it. They should have left the golden arches where they were. Let's bring this over here to this. Let's get this over here to this, this, and this. Change this color over here. What time we got here? Oh, man, we got to hurry up. Got to get this done. Let me see. Gotta stop talking. After 12, I got to shut this down. Let me see, because I'm definitely going to stick to that. Do not want to be doing videos on Sunday. Okay. Oh, it's a race for the clock. Okay, let me see. Man, I remember as a kid I had was it Team America? That's what I had. I wanted it so bad. Team America. The commercial for Team America was freaking amazing. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my goodness, I wanted that so badly. We had a big backyard in the back. I dug up my entire backyard, all kinds of hazards and sand dunes and everything you could possibly think of for this Team America bike. And I thought I was going to do all the things it did in the commercial. I was so excited, man. I remember when you were kids, you cut out that little piece of cardboard. You find a little ad of it, and you would cut it out and paste it to a piece of cardboard, and you would hold it in your jacket or your pocket. You know what I mean? Just wish that your parents would get it for you. And you leave little hints out. My mother automatically knew what I wanted. She knew what I wanted already from the door. Already bought it. I didn't know it was there. It was in her closet the whole time. She already bought it for me. Now, I was a kid coming up. We didn't buy birthday cakes. We made everything from scratch. My mom made all our birthday cakes, everything from scratch. Back then, people did a lot of baking. They didn't do people bake now, but majority, most people, it's all that fast food, this and fast food that. Now we baked everything. But anyway, so they go out and they get the ice cream. We have a little pizza party and all that stuff. And I remember one of the traditions we had when I was a kid that my mom would have us close her eyes and we would reach into the box and we would grab it out. And there it was. Team America. Staring right in the face. Boy, I tell you, that joy you get when you're a kid, you'll never match it again as an adult. It's rare that you do. You get that much happiness out of something. But I learned 2 things that day. I learned that day made me a man, but also, too, not to believe in false advertisement anymore. So I went in the backyard, got the Team America, took it out of the package. I ain't call any of my friends over. I was so excited. Ran to the backyard because I dug this whole backyard up. Spent weeks digging this backyard up. I had water hazards and everything back there. And I go this, and it takes off and hit an acorn and fell over. It didn't do anything that the commercial showed that it did. And I picked it up and I took it in the house and realized that day that advertisement is false. And that day I became a man because I learned that the world is nothing but a huge lie. But some of the stuff I realized basically did tell the truth. Like Tyco, the Tyco, you knew it was Christmas time. You knew it was Christmas time when you saw the Tyco commercials come on and they had the cars come with 2 tracks. And you see the cars, they had the snake track where you could bend the snake up track any way you want. They had the 18 version, Dukes of Hazzards. They had a whole bunch of them. They had the ones that drift, all of them, Tyco, and they had RCA. When you see those pop up, you knew it was Christmas time was coming. Let me go over here and save this. I'll do the animation on this here later. I want to go look at that real quick. We got time. I'm going to go look at this right here. Man, I remember that. I remember that when we had them. We had so many racetracks. My mom used to constantly get us racetracks all the time. Tyco, Snake Track, Vintage. Oh, I might buy me one of these. I'm going to buy me one of these. I had all these when I was a kid. My mom hooked this up. I had all of these. The snake track, because you could bend it any way you want. They had the one you could actually go up the wall, come down the side. Oh, me and my friends used to go back here. We used to get our tracks together and piece them all together and had this massive track. Only problems when the cars would basically, they had these 2 metal plates on them that they would sit right on top of the track. The tracks had 2 little plates on them. But sometimes you had to clean them with a racer head. All kinds of stuff. Then they started making them with the headlights. Oh, man, you had the lights out, and you would watch the corner guardrails glow and watch these cars come around the corner with the lights on, and they would have this kind of funny, like kind of a plastic kind of burning smell to them. Man, I'm telling you, this is the classics, man. If you haven't grown up with this, man, oh my goodness. Oh, the snake track. You have the commercial for it.
2 tough Jeep CJs take on 1 tough track. Tyco snake track. Twist it into curves. Make it into S's. Bend it into bumps. Shape it into hills. And each time you change the shape, you create a whole new challenge. Jeep CJ Snake Track. Now turn out the lights. That's Tyco's night glow, lighting up Snake Track hills, S's, bumps, and curves. Jeep CJ Snake Track. From Tyco, of course.
Yeah, forget y'all video games and all that stuff. This right here is where it was at. Lino train sets, we had those 2. Man, I remember that. The minute you seen this commercials come on, this was it. The gaming system back then was a little different. You had the ColecoVisions, the handheld games with football on them. You had Simon, you had Merlin. You had a lot of board games like Perfection, and what was the other one called? It was not so much Shoots and Ladders. You had, I can't think of the name of that one for Battleship, and what's the other one called? Operation, stuff like that. You know, those are big games back then. You know, all the kids had them. But these right here, yeah. Then you had the Tonka trucks, the best Tonka trucks. I had all of them. I had the backhoe, I had the bulldozer, and I had the dump truck. The most famous one that kids loved the most was the dump truck, because you could stick one knee in it, you could push yourself down the street with it. Yeah, I remember that, the dump trucks. Tonka. Man, Tinker Toys. Remember Tinker Toys. Tinker Toy commercial. Where's the vintage one? Vintage Tinker Toy commercial. If they have that in there. Oh man, the Star Treks, all of them. Yeah, they have them right here. I had Tinker Toys too. Man, look, 1,000 pieces would come out of that unit. Wow, look at that, 112 feet Tinker Toys. Like they have the commercials for this thing. Then you had the Slinky, you had the Pet Rock, you had the Gia Pet. All those things were big. They're big time gifts back in the day. Oh man, this is where. And have you ever stepped on the old-fashioned Christmas tree ornaments? Oh, that was pain like you wouldn't believe, man. These things were rigid, sharp glass with freaking poisonous paint. Pretty sure the paint on was actually toxic compared to what we have now.
eBay guaranteed to fit it. Everything was super easy to install. So if you want to get parts for your car
Oh, yeah, I remember these right here. Tinker Toys. Vintage Tinker Toys. I'm probably don't have the commercial here for it. Operation. Oh, my goodness, man. Tinker Toys. Light Bright. There's another one, too. Light Bright commercial. Vintage. Because they try to make the new ones now. The new ones aren't the same as the old one. My sister had one of these.
The Great American Tune-In is brought to you by Light Bright. Turn on the magic of colored lights. Light Bright from Milton Bradley.
Light bright, light bright, turn on the magic of colored lights. Light bright, make a face to glow at night.
Just pop in the colored pegs and follow the patterns. It's easy to make beautiful pictures with Light Bright. Or create your favorite characters with Light Bright refills. Like
Sister had one of these. One of these. My mom got one for Christmas.
And the Little Mermaid.
1992. 1992. Let's go to let me see right here. Light Bright. 1978. This would be 1978. Yep. There you go. I messed up. That was the new one. This is the old one. This is the original Light Bright. This is 1978. So this will be right around this time when this one came out. The first one.
Light Bright, the toy that lets you create beautiful pictures with light. Work with colorful pegs that glow with light. Light bulb not included. Make people, animals think.
It was a very interesting idea and what they did was, so basically they just took this box, they put this 100-watt light bulb in it, and you got this black paper that went over top of it. So you got these pegs that had these, they were clear. And when you would press the peg through the black paper, the light would only shoot to the peg and it would change the color of it. So if you had a blue one, it would hit it and turn it blue and it would light up. Very, very interesting idea. I know I took my sister's unit apart. Tow bar. I wonder if they got tow bar on here. Tow bar, the robot, vintage commercial. Oh, they got tow bar.
Atera is the world's first AI-powered IT platform, making huge ticket queues feel like we're...
This is Tobor. Tobor, the telesonic robot.
My brother had one of these. It went down the stairs and it broke.
Is under your control. With a click from the telesonic commander, to circle, to proceed forward, to circle, or to pick up the support module and return, all on your command.
Tobar.
Robot spelled backwards.
Yeah, they took robot, spelled it backwards, and called it Tobar. Oh my goodness, I remember Tobar. Yeah, so they had the robots. Oh, I remember this one right here. I wanted one of these when I was a kid. My mom would not buy it for me. It was very expensive.
Here's Robot, a robot you can program to perform 8 different functions.
Go what?
You can control Robot with your own
Go
voice.
left. Robot, I said left.
He'll obey your command.
Robot, speed.
4 AA 29-volt and 2C batteries not included.
Mission accomplished. The prince satisfied.
Oh.
Yeah.
Robot, a voice.
Let's bring up the classics. Evel Knievel vintage commercial. Toys. Yes. That's the Japanese version. Where's the American version? This was 1970 Evel Knievel. Yeah, by Ideal commercial. Oh man, the toys had like a real interesting smell to them too. On top of that, oh, the dragster! And I've had the Sky Cycle.
With the power that can really rip. He's sensational. He's Evel Knievel. He's a knockout. He's ideal.
Oh, Team America. Team America, let me see. Team America, the toy. Here we go. This was mine.
Now,
Team America Marauder and his super stunt chopper join the Team America team. Together, they're ready to take on all your backyard adventures. And whether Team America Marauder rides alone or with another Team America bike, they're ready for your hill climbing, water splashing, trick riding, high jumping stunts. Team America Marauder and
Yeah, it didn't go through the water quite well. It did the jumps and all that stuff on flat land, all that stuff right there. Me, I had one, and my buddies had them back in the day. This is before you had Team America. This right here. Let me see. Oh man, think real quick. The GI Joe action figures were freaking huge. They were like 12-inch action figures. Let me see. Oh, video games. Let me see. Vintage Simon handheld game. Vintage. Where's the commercial at for Simon? 1978. This would be it.
It's Johnny. He's gonna play Simon. Nobody beats Simon. I want you, Simon.
Simon is the challenge you've been waiting for because it takes coordination of hand and mind just to play the game. And if you get very good at Simon, great rewards await you.
Thank you, Simon.
Simon is waiting for you from Milton Bradley.
Oh my goodness. Merlin, video game, vintage. Yeah, this is Merlin. I actually have one of these in my collection.
I'm Merlin, the electronic wizard.
Everybody wanted one of these.
6 computer games. Start with simple tic-tac-toe. Your turn, my turn. I'll tell you if you win and when you lose. Play all kinds of games. Echo. Black
No graphics, none of that.
Magic Square. A formidable mind bender. Or make beautiful music together. Merlin, the electronic wizard from Parker Brothers.
Let me see. Vintage handheld sports games. Oh, here we go. Yeah, my goodness. This is not the commercial, but this will give you an idea. Wait. This is it right here. This is the commercial. Yeah, there it is.
Recently, and for no reason at all, I asked Mint Mobile's legal
These are
team
handheld
if
games.
wireless companies are allowed.
There's a ball that's lots of fun. It's good basketball.
We're bouncing into our list of retro sports toys with Nerf basketball.
No. I want to get to the original ones. The handheld games. There we go. I remember being on the bus with one of these. I got mine taken away from the teacher because I wasn't supposed to have it in class.
Hey guys, how's it going? Elliot here again. In today's video, PSL2, the original Walkman. This was they are a conveniently similar size. This was featured in Guardians of the Galaxy. I believe it was at the start of the second.
Yeah, Mattel Electronics. They have them in there. I have these in my collection. Here it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, we challenged hotshot Dick Tchaikovsky to play the Mattel Electronics football game. Dick doesn't know, inside is a tiny thinking computer that plays like a whole team of pros. Dick's got the ball, but that computer defense is tough. He drives up the middle, stopped cold. 1 yard. Now Dick hits left, down the sidelines, touchdown. Mattel Electronics pocket football.
So if you didn't see that, you had little dots all over the screen. How you knew which team was which, I have no idea. I mean, as a kid, I knew automatically from the door which team was which. But now when I play when I'm older, I'm like, what the freak? Like, how do I know which team was which? Well, I guess from the opposite side coming towards you, but once they collide together, yeah. Oh, man. I remember having these when I was a kid, too. Man, these things made so much noise. It was hard to keep them quiet. Oh, man, I got this one. I have that one. I had to go into my collection and grab some of these out. These are before you had your handheld games out. Oh, my goodness, man. This is the little dots back and forth from back in the day. Vintage Operation, the board game.
Need your attention, please. Next Friday, I'm gonna burn this place to the ground.
Board games was all the rage.
Operate. Where's the dog?
It's Operation the Wacky Doctor's game where you're the wacky doctor. Batteries not included.
My turn. Take out asparagus for $100.
It takes a steady hand because if you touch the side...
Here goes the funny bone. Don't get nervous. I did it. That's $200.
Operation, a game from Milton Bradley.
Crossbows and catapults. Commercial for crossbows and catapults. I've had this game right here.
The Vikings and the barbarians waged two battles this day with crossbows and catapults. They skirmish at the outposts, and at the heavily guarded fortresses there's furious action. With warriors, spies, the mighty Minotaur bellows defiance at the frightful Cyclops, and the earth trembles. Crossbows and catapults by Lakeside. The fantasy adventure with real action. Better luck next time.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I have no idea what I did with those. Groups of army men, you name it, had them. Vintage Batman and Robin toys.
And there's just this. You just put your email address in there, and that's it. Doesn't cost you anything. I don't bombard anybody.
I have Batman's car.
Nothing like that.
Now, the next door neighbors, Jimmy and them, they had the Batman stuff. They had all the Batman stuff, all the cool. And these are the vintage cars from back, and these things were huge. Along with the G.I. Joes, they had a lot of the big G.I. Joe action figures, tanks, aircraft carriers, stuff like that, because we used to all get together and play.
Singapore, UK, Spain, and US. And I'll let you know the locations closer to the time.
Vintage light-up flying saucers. Yeah, this is my area. These right here. It's all vintage flying saucers. My mom got me this cool flying saucer. It was one of the best toys ever. I say one of the best toys. It was actually a very amazing toy. It was. She always got us cool stuff at the end of the day. Oh, I got to do Slinky real quick. Commercial vintage for Slinky. Slinky. Extra sketch. Oh, I forgot about the extra sketch. 1970s, yeah.
Slinky toy's a fun toy, but walks downstairs alone or in pairs and makes a slinkety sound. A spring, a marvelous thing. Everyone knows it's Slinky. It gives a big lift when wrapped as a gift, a very likable toy.
Remember all these
it's
commercials.
falling in place, brings smiles to your face, something kids can enjoy. It's Slinky, for fun it's a wonderful toy. It's Slinky, it's fun for a girl and a boy. And Slinky mobiles with big slinky wheels and pistons that move as you go. It makes a great sound when you pull it around. The driver's an old-timey fellow. A Slinky.
Oh, let's talk about the human fountain machine, the Twister. I forgot about that thing. Oh my goodness, my sister had one of these things, man. She was eating something and she just turned into a human freaking fountain on one of these things. Let me see, Twister the toy. What if they got him in here? We could find these things. Not Twister. What's that thing called? Sit and spin. Oh, sit and spin. Sit and spin. Oh, yeah. These things right here? My goodness. Talk about waiting for an accident waiting to happen. My sister had one of these things. I never forget that. You feed a kid a bunch of food and you have them turn around and spin around and get back up bleh, all over the place. My sister had one of these when I was a kid. She wanted one so badly. My sister got it. My mom got her one. These are the new ones right here, but these were the older ones. Older ones were heavy as I don't know what they were heavy. But things were made better back then.
Some kids go when they sit and spin. Some kids go when they sit and spin. Some kids go when they sit and spin. Sit and spin. It's just something sit and spin.
Now, when you think about it, it's a bad idea. Extremely bad idea. Because kids eat all this stuff, sit on that unit, spin around, just stomachs would turn, and they would get up and go all over the place. Yep. Sit and spin. And my brother broke his leg on one of these. He came in and walked and stepped on it. Boom! Hit the ground. Broke its leg. Oh, man, it's sit and spin. Oh, my goodness. Vintage BMX bikes. Oh man, we had the freaking Green Machine, We had, I remember when the BMXs came out, they had those. What was the other ones they had too? One with the high handlebars. I can't think of those at the end of the day. But I remember the ones that came out. The ones that came out, they had the padding on the groin area and the handlebars. Came with these really cool colors, bright blues and yellows, stuff like that, reds and whites and stuff like that. This is before they had the pegs on the back with the bars, the pegs on the back. But yeah, I remember these. 1986, they go for $4,200, $5,000. Wish we'd have kept ours. Let's see, vintage bikes back in the day with the banana seats. Oh my goodness, man. Yeah, these are the classics. I'm gonna show you real close. You've probably seen this already. This, I remember that they had the gear shift right up here at the top. And that high handlebar in the back. Some people had the lower ones, but if you sat in the back of somebody's bike, you put your hands behind their back and behind your back and you were holding to the bar. Man, these were back in the days, man. What do we have for time here? Yeah, I ain't gonna put something creepy on here all the time, I swear. That's when YouTube gets me sometimes. Yes, for something, they bring something creepy up. I don't want to see all that crap. Ones with the baskets in the front. Yeah, remember those babies right there. Let me see what's we had. And boy, we did the most jacked up things you could possibly think of on a bike. Jump stuff, anything, because Evel Knievel was big back then. Everybody wanted to be Evel Knievel. So, you know, come back to school and kids were coming back with cats and people were signing. They were breaking stuff over the summertime, just doing crazy stuff, just jumping over stuff. Because everybody thought they was Evel Knievel without a helmet. That's why when people see those memes about Gen Z versus our generation, we were much tougher than you guys in the day. Our freaking, our parks were just freaking nightmares waiting to happen. They were absolutely insane. I'm going to find the vintage monkey bars. Vintage monkey bars. Oh, man, I remember the vintage. We ever fall off a pair of monkey bars back then? It was like he was going down forever. Yeah, but I got Gen Zs in my family, and they just don't get it. You go to their park and it's padding. Like, wow, you guys got padding, asphalt down there and all that. Yeah, right. We had bricks and sticks and everything else waiting for you down there. Let me see. I should put down vintage playground monkey bars. Yeah, because you get killed off those things. If you're an adult can walk over and hold onto monkey bars and hit the ground. Imagine when you're a kid. It just seems so far up, you know what I mean? But we want to cross them anyway because none of your friends would call you a punk. Yeah, I remember these right here. These are other nightmares you used to have.
Before a jacket can become a Carhartt, it's got to earn its patch. A Carhartt.
You ever seen these nightmares right here? This is another set of nightmares waiting for you. Yep. We used to call these crotch crunchers. Because you're a kid and you climb up and you would slip and guess what fall? Yeah, you land right on your crotch on one of these many, many bars waiting for you. They're crotch crunchers. What was the other thing too they had? It was another nightmare they had. Oh, the metal sliding board. Vintage metal sliding board. Yep, nothing like getting up at freaking 12 o'clock. Well, I have a, oh, they got one of these over there. Are you kidding me? The go around? Dude, these things were freaking brutal. These things right here were brutal.
Hey, check this out.
They were brutal. If you ever had the liberty of being dragged underneath one of these suckers, these metal monsters, you see that pit right there with its no dirt going all the way around? Yeah, that's the many. You know that dirt pit was made for an individual getting dragged around this sucker. So a bunch of us would get on it, and one man would be the pusher, and they would push and spin the ride around. But eventually, sometimes you wouldn't make it on there. You would trip and fall, and then you would hold on to it as you got dragged around it. Dust is kicking up in the air, and your friends, if they were your real friends, they'd laugh at you and tease you because you're getting dragged by the ride, and you're afraid to let go because you're afraid you're going to get dragged up underneath here. So you just hold on for dear life. Oh my goodness, I miss these things right here. I remember these. I got dragged a couple times on this bad boy. That's some memories right there. Oh man, where did he get this at? Oh yes, the metal slide. I used to be terrified as a kid. These slides, they went on forever. Much higher than the slides you have now for kids. If he has this on here.
So it's here in this park.
Wow, they got all the old stuff on here too. We have a park called Rocket Park. They had an actual, I think, 2-story rocket, and it had a set of series of slides on it. One of them was a metal funnel. But you see the height of that slide? Come on, man, bring your camera up. There we go. You see the height of that sliding board? Literally, that was an official height for a sliding board. So if you were a kid, you would have to climb all the way up there and slide down on this metal slide. Some kids wouldn't even make it because they would get scared right in the middle because it was so far up. Wow, where do you find this freaking place at? This is old school. Look at the steep on that thing. Oh, you had all kinds of stuff waiting for you when you went down that slide.
So we've got massive, I don't know, a 4x4, 6-pot big brake kit on the front. They're huge.
You would be high up. You could see the whole park from there. Literally, you could see the whole park. You'd hold on to the bar, sit down, and then you would push yourself off. And that little dirt right there waiting for you. Well, it depends on if it was raining that day. You get it another way too. But yeah, that is freaking sick. I'm surprised he had that. I'm surprised how high up they were. And if you caught it on a summer day, when the slide was nice 100 degrees, get your skin burned off your back or your chest, depending on which way you went down. That's how you would suffer. You know what I mean? You would learn that day how to take pain. The parks we had when we were kids would toughen you. They made kids tougher. Because you had monkey bars you could fall off, and there was nothing comfortable waiting for you down there. You know what I mean? But a bunch of bricks, rocks, and whatever else God knows was down there waiting for you. And then you had the freaking, we call it the package crusher, what do you want to call it? That interesting octagon of freaking metal monkey bar nonsense that you would fall and crush your little man package if you hit one of those bars. Sliding boards went on forever. You had to climb the side of a building and slide down that thing, what was actually piping hot. A metal sliding board, think about it, in the heat all day long waiting for you. Yeah. And then the other incident was the tetherball. You ever played tetherball before? Yep. Tetherball would teach you how to take a punch to the face and get back up. Come in the house, blood all over your shirt, because you got hit in the face with tetherball. I used to remember that. We had some pretty big kids that would play that. They would hit that ball and go, wham, the ball come around and just smack you dead in the face. And you get up and you have blood shooting out your nose and everything. And you just take some, go in and stuff some tissue up your nose and go back out and play. Yeah, people sit there and say, yeah, we're built tougher. There's none of that. We went outside and played and broke things. I broke my ribs a couple of times. I fell out of a tree one time, broke my ribs. An arm, broke a leg, all kinds of dumb nonsense. Multiple stitches. I was always getting stitches for something. Let me see if they got real quick. Oh, time is we passed our time already. I wanted to say something real quick. What was that other chapter? Oh yeah, vintage tetherball.
Things like this in remote places that sometimes a vehicle might have a problem, and you just got to hope you've got the tools.
This is the tetherball. If you ever played this real quick, I got to get out here. This ball would swing around, and you would have people on either side smacking this thing at 100 miles an hour, and you could get literally hit in the face with this. Yeah, bust your nose and blood shooting all over the place. And they were sitting there laughing at you as it happens, too. I mean, of course, are you okay? But we laugh about it because it was funny. You come back, just go in and just suck it up like a man and finish playing. That's all. You didn't punk out or cry about it because you got teased for that nonsense. Be a man up. So you got hit in the face at 100 miles an hour. Well, yeah, that's what they teach you. Take a punch to the face and get back up. Somebody's hitting this bad boy at full speed.
Hello, sports fans. I'm Wade Headlock with another scouting report here for
Something stupid. I'm doing something stupid with it. Man, tetherball, I missed that. I should get one. I can find a vintage tetherball. And the pole was heavy as I don't know what. Oh man, we didn't get around to any of the quad skates, none of that stuff at all, period. But it was fun. We did a little updating, add some stuff on it at the end. I like to do look at some crazy stuff at the end. But man, do you remember that tetherball, man? I remember getting smacked in the face with the ball, side of my face. I got hit with my nose busted, blood all over the place. And it came back out. My mother came in, went back home, and no, we went to the school nurse. Sorry, it happened on school property. I got hit in the face with the ball. Because I was looking at something else, and the ball came around. I turned around, and I saw it be right in the face, and my eyes went black. And as you know, I had blood shooting all out down my shirt and everything. And they took me up to the school nurse, and they stuffed some tissue up my nose and put a cold pack on my nose, and that's what was it. I ain't go home. I ain't cry about it. It hurt like I don't know what, but I ain't really cry about it. And I just basically, when I got back outside, just took the ice pack and threw it in the trash and went back and played. That's all. Came home and just told my mom. I said, "Can the fight?" I said, "No." Okay, with the tetherball right in the face. That's basically about it. My mom put another cold pack on it, keep it from swelling up. They would check to see if it wasn't broken or anything, and that was it. That was all. And kids now get hit, they cry, whine, the whole 9 yards, and the whole freaking drama. No, come on. All right, I got to get ready to get out of here. Y'all have a good one. Got to go. God bless.